One eternity later.
Game's bullshit. The game is bullshit. If you hear any background noise, ignore it. Okay, thanks. One hundo. I've got like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have several fans on today. Then we get our, yeah. It's just fans. It's just all the fans. I have so many. Now I've got one in the window. I've got one down here, and then I have a fandelier. So like, we have airflow, you know. My mods are already aware because, of course, they are. because, well, maybe if they've checked mod chat, my mods are already aware. I have access to TikTok Live. It's over for you. No, it's not. But I do have. Listen, I'll ask the mods here, but in general, do you? No, you're fine. Hello. I don't at the mods for mod chat. Maybe I
went
should.
to the fridge to get a snack and
It's me!
Jessica!
I'm in here!
Yeah, you know about it because I also posted it in the Betsy's chat. I downloaded TikTok Studio just to play with it a little bit to see what it was because there's no way I should have access to TikTok Live. All right, first and foremost, I have 34 followers on TikTok. You're supposed to have 1,000. I downloaded TikTok Studio. I was playing around in there. I was trying to, because I've never used TikTok Studio. It's its own thing. And I was like, well, let me just see if I can figure out how this works. And I look over and I have a little pop-up that's like, you can get access to TikTok Live Studio. Click here. And I'm like, this feels sketchy, but YOLO. And I clicked it. And sure as shit, I clicked it. And almost instantaneously, it was like, you have access to TikTok Live. And I'm like, I feel like that is a trap. So I opened up the TikTok Live Studio, and sure as shit, I have access. I shouldn't. I have 34 followers. I knew there was a way to apply to get it, but where did my YouTube chat go? I've got it popped out so I can see it. Hello, Magic. How are you? How have you been? But yeah, I was like, I shouldn't have access to that, but I do. So starting next week, we will be try streaming on YouTube, on TikTok, and on Twitch. I do want to put this out here just so you guys know, Twitch will always be the main base. If I want to stream one day and I decide I'm only streaming on one, it will always be Twitch. Not because I don't like the other ones, but Twitch is home for me. Like, it's where I started. It's where most of my community is. So Twitch is where we will be most of the time, like every time. YouTube is a very close second because I can use OBS to stream to Twitch. TikTok is going to be a little odd in my opinion, but we'll figure it out. We'll start that next week. But yeah, I'm going to address it now. I'll address it if somebody pops in and has no idea. I am wearing a Holter monitor this week. That is what this little black device is. We're just making sure that my heart issues are actually okay, and that the medicine I'm on will continue to work and that we will be fine. That's all it is. It's nothing crazy. I don't have anything scary going on. We did a tilt table test and that came up negative, so I don't have to worry about POTS. We are just making sure that the heart is doing the things the heart should do and is not doing things that heart should not do. So, I never get that kind of stuff. Yeah, like, I've gotten the notification several times that I can go live, but when I look at it, it says no live access. I'm like, well, fuck you. I don't want to go live anyway. And I looked at it today, and it was like, you can go live. And I'm like, no, I can't. And I went through that little thing, and sure as shit, I can. I can indeed go live. I'm messing with my shirt. You can't see. It's a short shirt. Yeah, it is a pain when they do things they shouldn't do. So I get to write down on this fun little piece of folded up paper all of my symptoms when they're happening and things of that. So I will go live on TikTok because that is a lot of people are on TikTok. It actually outperforms Twitch as far as streaming on, like, getting views and stuff. So I'm not like, it's just new, it's new and it's fun and that's where everybody is. It's like when Twitch was brand new, that's where everybody went. Am I late to the train? Yes. Is that because I wanted to be? No. Is it because every time I turn around, somebody's talking about TikTok being banned? Yes. So I was like, I'm not going to invest any time trying to get approved to go live if the app is just going to be banned in X amount of days anyway. I mean, shit, they're talking about it's going to be banned again in like 15 days. I don't know. All I'm going to say is, dear government, y'all are real serious about banning an app that a lot of you have accounts on. It's such a scary thing that all of you have accounts on it. I'm just gonna... Okay? That's all I'm saying. It's such a terrifying thing. China's stealing all our data, but I'll sure shit you have a verified account on there. So, I'm gonna let it ride. We'll see how it goes. If it gets shut down, I'm still already established here on Twitch. And, we're working on YouTube. I have my YouTube chat popped out. It's right next to my Twitch chat now. so I can see it. I know Sar said hello like 9 minutes over there, but I did not respond to her because she's just kind enough to love me and say hello on both, you know? Yeah, I just don't know what's up with TikTok, which is why like I've been really hesitant to like put forward the time and the effort on TikTok. Not because I don't like the app. I'm on it every fucking day. Don't play with me. It is my most used app on my phone. But yeah, I just don't want to invest a lot of time and stuff into something that's just going to disappear. So I know. Listen, I'm not going to get into a lot of political stuff. I try really hard not to. Yeah, I appreciate it. Hello, Jess. I appreciate it, sorry. I'm not gonna, we all know where I sit. I sit pretty firmly in a political stance, and we all pretty much know what that is. We know where I sit, but I try to keep that very limited over here because I'm not trying to be a political commentary channel. Could I be? Absolutely. I have a lot of shit to say and a lot of time to research things, but I am not Hassan. Hassan does a fantastic job at what he does. I get too emotionally invested to do that. So, but we know where I sit. My chair is very blue. It's a very blue chair. You can't tell, but it is. Let's go over. We're gonna do landscaping today. If my face looks a little redder than usual, it's warm, which is why I have 3 fans on, and I have very shit heat tolerance. All right, so I didn't wear makeup today because I would sweat it off, and my cheeks are a little red because I'm hot. I look like I've been crying or I haven't had enough sleep. Nope, I'm just another white girl in a messy bun with bad skin. All right, that's all it is. We're fine. Actually, my skin's not too terrible. Exactly. We're here to chill, forget about the real world for a few minutes, and do our thing. So this is our house. This is our house here in Willow Creek. I really like this house. I might incorporate it into like actual gameplay that I do. All we have left to do in this house is, all of these houses are really nice. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but beep beep. All of these houses have turned out exactly how I want them to turn out. All of my little row houses over here, all of my little shitty house here, and then this. So off stream, I actually did work on this house. Thank you very much. It is complete, minus the landscaping. We've got all of our, I can't help this glitchiness. We are just going to let it ride. I got all of our clutter put in. So this is, I'm assuming this is going to be a young adult when I make the family. I know, right? Listen, there's always going to be one. There's always that one neighbor that like just can't keep up with the yard work. And no shame to that neighbor. Maybe you have a disability. Maybe you're going through a depressive episode. Maybe you just can't do the things that you need to do. But like, I refuse to live in an HOA. Fucking HOA. Alright? If you ever hear me say, I moved into an HOA community, I have been replaced. It's never happening. I understand the point of an HOA. I understand, but I also know the roots of an HOA. An HOA was founded to keep people of color out of the community, and now they say, oh, it's to help keep property taxes low and house valuations high. No, you just want to control what kind of plant I have in my yard and what time my trash can has to be put away. And I'm a grown-ass adult. I know, I check every time we look at moving somewhere. I'm like, is it an HOA? Is it an HOA? So... that's really frustrating, creative, and I'm sorry that that's like what's happening. As soon as a new, HOA fees are a fucking joke. I'm good. I already pay my mortgage and I pay taxes to the city. I do not need to be paying anybody else. So, yeah, I know, I feel that. My username pretty much everywhere is it's Quivhay or Quivy, one of the two. But as soon as a new app pops up and I become aware of it, I go immediately and take my username. If you beat me to my username, fucking kudos. I'm not even being funny. It's not, I don't want to compete with you for my username. I'm not trying to race people for my username. This is not a challenge. But like, if I'm interested in an app, I have that username. See, I've not downloaded Neptune. I've heard some not so great things about Neptune as far as what they do with your data. And I know that's true with everywhere. I mean, look at TikTok. But I've also heard, like, there's just some things I've heard about them that really sketched me out. Do I remember what those are? No, but it sketched me out enough that it really put me off. So, I don't know. I'll have to look at it again. There was some sort of controversy going around. They were lying about something somebody said, and they had receipts about it. But I haven't really looked into Neptune. So I have Blue Sky. I have Skylight, which is Blue Sky's version of TikTok. I have TikTok. I have a Twitter account that I do not use, and I will always call it Twitter because if you're going to dead name your kid, I'm going to dead name your app. I have Facebook and Instagram that I never fucking use either. So, no, I feel that. Exactly. Yeah, I have the same username on all platforms, but I do not use anything by Meta. I don't use Twitter. I don't even really use my Blue Sky. I posted on Blue Sky one time, and that was a stream schedule. I'm just really bad at social media. We need to get to the point where I make enough money that I can hire a social media manager to do all of the posts for me, because I will never remember to do it. I have the worst time remembering how to do things. Or not how to do things, just to do things. Like, I know I should be posting on Blue Sky when I go live. Guess what? I never do. So, it's fine. We're fine. Y'all, I post my schedule here and in Discord. Those are the two big places to find me. But yeah, we've got our clutter in this room. Young adult. They may or may not have a partner living here with them. I haven't decided. They have this little computer desk. It's pretty... I don't want to say bare, but it's very small compared to the clutter I normally do. We've decorated the hallway. We just have some posters up and a bookshelf. I tried to make it less obvious that this cuts into the bookshelf. It just is what it is. Okay. We have the Jack and Jill bathroom up here for these two rooms to share. It's very simple in here as well. We've just made sure to put some stuff up. We have our room. I'm kind of thinking these are twin boys. I have a thing for twins in this game. I don't want them when I'm playing The Sims. I never want to have duplicates as a pregnant sim. But I like making them for other people to play. So, or they're close in age. I don't know. Maybe one's a teen, one's a child. But this is a boy's room. It looks like a boy's room. Going down, we have the primary bedroom. This is all done up the way that, you know, I would do it up. So, I quit using Facebook the first time Cheeto Man was elected. I haven't used it since. Mr. Quiv has full access to my Facebook account specifically so he can use the buy-sell pages in the community. Outside of that, no thank you. So, I just don't use it. We have our living room. This is cluttered. We cluttered up our bookshelves. We finished up the bathroom. It is nicely decorated and done. I cannot find... Oh, the kitchen clutter kit is so good. I was watching James Turner. He's kind of my, like, comfort simmer. I know, like, a lot of people are, like, Lil Simsy, Deligracy, Spring Sims. Like, we all have, like, that one Sims 4 creator that we go to over everybody else when new stuff comes out. Mine is indeed James Turner. So, I did learn that the timer does work like an alarm clock. With the cookie jar in the kitchen clutter kit, you can actually take a cookie out of. The cereal boxes are also functional. You can grab a bowl of cereal out of those. So, like, the iPad cookbook thingy, you can use that to cook. It just goes right over to the fridge. It doesn't actually have an animation for it. So, like, I like that it is a functional kit. There are things in there that are functionally able to be used. I like the restoration hardware kit. I do indeed. I just don't like the Golden Years casket. Not because, like, I don't like old people. We all know how I feel about frog butt, all right? I cannot wait until I have the body of an 80-year-old. Shaggy titties and frog butt. That's all I'm looking for in life. Okay? At that point, who cares? All right? I don't care. I'm 80 fucking years old, you know? Whatever. But, like, I just don't like some of... I feel like it was poorly done. No, the kitchen kit is top tier. If you aren't worried about garages in your, or a woodworking shop, I wouldn't worry about the restoration hardware kit. I wish they had made the restoration hardware kit a stuff pack and had a little more gameplay elements in there. Being able to restore the refrigerator, the microwave, and the stove is fantastic. But like, you could have done a little more gameplay, and I would have paid you $10 for it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. You know, it comes with a new woodworking table, and it comes with those 3 things that you can upgrade. It comes with toolboxes, and I think it's cool. But yeah, the Golden Years casket. I'm really stuck on the shorts over the sweatsuit situation. I know we talked about that when I looked at it, but like, I am still completely baffled. That is something an old person puts on and says, is this what the youth are wearing today? That is something that like your hip grandma puts on and was like, yeah, I saw this influencer who's 20 years old wearing it on TikTok. So listen, I am 100% fueling the Cars rumor for The Sims 4. Do I believe we're ever going to get cars? No. But I do think it's real interesting that they keep giving us stuff for garages. I do. Maybe they are building cars, you know? Maybe that is what is coming. Who knows? Watch us get cars, you know? But I'm 100% going to fuel that. Sims 4 cars coming at you. It's going to happen. Maybe. I can't find curtains for here. I just, there's none that fit and look good. I even tried Ye Old Faithful here, and like, I can size these down and get them to fit, but then this looks a little weird in the middle. So I just can't find curtains that I like for this space. So no curtains. Fuck it. Because I can't even grab like this and put it wants to go along the wall. It won't like sit across the front. If it would sit across the front, I haven't looked at any of the stuff. I just buy it when it comes out. I did see that. They're not wrong. People who have car mods are wild. Alright. Oh my goodness. I'm not tired. I'm just yawning. Maybe I am tired. Who knows? And then we all saw the bathroom in the kitchen. So, this is done. All we have left to do is our exterior. All we have left to do is these. I am gonna do debug and live edit, so we have access to everything. I maybe could, but then I'm gonna have to use tool to push it back, I think. We'll see. Let's find out. I'm not even sure if that looks right. If I put this here, because they're not long enough. I need a medium wall height curtains that are wide enough and long enough. And that is where I lie in, like, I could do like these, too short, you see? Everything, it's just, dear Sims, categorize your curtains like you categorize your fucking windows and doors, alright? That's all I'm asking for. I know, I ask for a lot. I know I do. But it all makes sense, alright? Everything I'm asking for as a builder and somebody who plays this fucking game. Please, just categorize this shit correctly. I could, like, do these, but that's not gonna make sense. And this is too short. And this is too short. And this one might not be. Nope, it's too short. I just, you know? Yeah, there's just, it doesn't work. That's too long. What about you? Because then we could maybe do like this and then grab, where'd you go? This. Are those the same height? They sure aren't. There we go. Because these come in just like a plain white. But I don't know if that makes, it should still be functional, right? It should still be functional, but I don't like the way it looks. So no curtains. Does it work? Yes. Do I like it? No. Maybe that's what I should have prefaced that with. I'm glad y'all love it. When you download this house in the future, absolutely feel free to do that. I personally despise it. I personally hate it. So I want the little tree bushes. I think they're in bushes. The little weed tree. Yeah, that's how you do it if you want to do it yourself. You are correct, Star. That is exactly how you would do that. If you don't have tool and you want to do that for you, that's how you would do it. We're a learning channel here, okay? We make educational Sims content. You'll never find that anywhere else. This is what I'm looking for out here. Oh, I thought they were like skinnier. They're not skinnier. I need something skinnier, like this, but smaller. Because I just want to put one here and one here. I'm going to make an inverted peen is what we're doing. I want to put one here and one here with a bush in the middle. And then flowers that come across. That's what I'm looking for. And I did say inverted peen. Your ears did not deceive you. Okay? I just want you all to know that is indeed what I said. Okay? Okay. Like, this is going to be garden. We'll put a bush here. There you go. And then I'm going to do, like, concrete. I think I'm actually going to do... One of these is, like, the same as this. Do I ever remember which one it is? Sure don't. Could not tell you. Is it you? Nope. You? Yes. Okay. That's the closest. This is the closest one. I don't even remember which one I clicked. Was it you? Sidewalk slabs? I think so. But yeah, we'll do that there. And then we can put... I don't have a mailbox. If I put a mailbox here, do you think it'll work? Because I want to put it to the side. We'll get back to that. First, bush. You know, I just want like a... That is an ugly ass bush. This is definitely background bushes, alright? This is not... That's not your lead bush. That is a background bush. They're just there to fill space. It's not even like a supporting actress bush. It is like background. We already used this over here. And I feel like if I put it there, even size down, it'll be too much. What about you? You're too little. I know, like, this is the kind of bush I'm looking for. But we have it in other colors. So, I'm looking for that bush in a darker green. I would never shame bushes. Alright? Except for those bushes. Those bushes are not bushes. I've already... Look at this. You really want this? Not that bush. That's a good bush. This? Look at the texture on that. These bushes... are only being shamed, and it's not their fault. They had no choice in how they looked. The Sims team made them ugly, so I'm shaming the Sims team for making ugly bushes. Alright? The Sims teams made ugly bushes, and they should feel bad about that. This is the color I'm looking for. And I stand by that. Dear Sims team, quit making ugly bushes. They didn't do anything to you. Stop it! I want it like that, thanks. And then we'll put low-lying pale yellow flowers or whatever it is under there. We'll put some greenery under there, some ivy or something. I know. Listen, bot, don't tell my community what they can and can't do. If they wanna clip all of this, they can clip all of this. You're just there to make sure it goes to the right Discord channel. I'm in a mood. What am I listening to? Okay, that's fair. It's AJR. Imagine. We could use this bush. Because I want to use, like, this and some hostas. Yeah, it's just a my mixed playlist. It's, if you use the clip command... it does that. I don't think that was directed towards you. I think that was directed towards, yeah, it was directed towards Sar and Lynn because they both clip something like very close together and there's a 30-second cooldown. So, it's not you. It's not you. It's Mix It Up, who is a troll and a little bit of a bitch. I like how it covers that window. No, it's Mix It Up. It ain't even Discord. Mix It Up and I are gonna fight. I love Mix It Up. Don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic little bot. When it decides it's gonna be functional. Yeah, it's not even Discord. It just decides when and if it's going to allow you to post. I think what I need are wall. I don't think it's a sculpture. I have to sneeze. Mine is on a 30-second cooldown, and that's what happens because everybody clips at the same time, which is fine. Except Mix It Up is like, actually, you have to wait 30 seconds before you can clip again. And I would turn that down, but then I'm gonna have like 15 of the same clip in my Discord, and nobody wants that. I am looking for the trellises from high school years. Do I know exactly what I'm looking for? I sure do. Am I gonna sort by pack? You must not have been here before. We don't do that here. Yeah, that's short. We need this medium one. I'm gonna put it right here. Can I make you a different? Ooh, I can. I'm gonna make it black. Do they have a copper one? Don't ever get copper gutters, especially if you live in a neighborhood with the people who need money, because they will straight up steal your shit. All right. Maybe I put it on this side so it looks like it's coming off the wall. And then we'll put one over here. Like that. Yeah. Alright, anyway. Back to looking for these things. Oh, see? See? You just gotta tell the game what you're looking for. Is this the ladder one? No. Here's the short one. So I might do a couple of shorty ones here. And then we'll do this one. Listen. I will never. Nicole has infected the entire friend group with this thing that she does. If I ever do that, end me. I love her to pieces. That's one I can't get behind. It drives me nuts every time y'all do it. I'm just like, that's how I feel about it. Or whatever. Yeah, no, like, Nicole does it all the time. I don't even think she realizes when she does it. Tommy Rachel has picked up on it, and she does it, and she doesn't realize when she does it either. And I'm just like, I'll call you out on it every time, because that shit's funny that you don't realize you're doing it. We're going to make these a darker color to match all of our other trim, and I think that looks better. Yeah, I'm just like, fuck cool kids. There ain't no cool kids. They don't fit in. I want some of these. How are these the debug ones? I want the regular ones. We'll just use these. I want to do like here and here with like a... I'm cool. Are you cool if you declare yourself as cool? Is that taboo? If you're like, I'm cool, are you? I don't know. We'll do one of these little swish shards. I think that these would do well. I know that these are for like tropical climates, but again, Willow Creek is based on Louisiana. It's based on swamp ash south, and I say that with love. I've never been to Louisiana. I just know that it is swampy and hot and humid. What, bud? What? I can't pick you up from there. What? Come here. Can you all believe this little shit is almost 3 years old? It's almost 3. Oh, you did that. We got him when he was 6 weeks old, and he's never left my house except to go to the vet. You non-rent paying bum. You're lucky you're cute. And you drop whiskers all the time. I have to move my chair, so you need to get comfortable or you need to bounce. I'm too far back. He decided to move. I decided to wipe my nose. You know. I do want a bush though. Should we use Oh, that's too big. That's too big. Yeah, I have been south. Tennessee is, I believe, nope, lying to you. I've been to Missouri. I believe Missouri is the furthest south I have been. I believe. That I remember. There's a lot of things that I have done that I don't remember. Alright? We'll do these darker green. And maybe this, like, isn't there one with blue on it? That one. I don't think that one can be changed. Yeah, people who live in the South are a whole. I couldn't. Nicole be texting me. It was like February, and she was like, "It's 77 degrees here," and I'm like, "Abso-fucking-lutely not." All right. Very nice. My kiddo lives in Tennessee, so we will be going down there at some point this year. That's where all my Twitch money is going to, because this is like my. I am not panhandling. Don't start with me. This is my, like, this is where I come up with money to go do things, is Twitch. It's like my only source of income. Mr. Quiv gives me whatever I want. Don't. He's fantastic. But all of my Twitch money goes to the trip to see the kid. So I know, y'all, it's too hot down here for me. I live in Minnesota. Alright? In February, it is like 20 degrees outside. What do you mean it's 70 where you are? No, thank you. I was mad that it was almost 80 yesterday. I'm like, it's only May. We don't get temperatures like that till June or July. Why is it almost 80 degrees outside? Yeah, and yet Florida, now it's hot and sticky in Florida. Neither one of those things are things I want to experience. You know? I'm good. It's like 67 here. So, like, you know, I feel you. Like, my voice is still only like 95% back. So I'm sure you hear it occasionally, but we're a little crackly over here. I can't sing. I still cannot. Not that I could sing before. I'm not saying I have the voice of an angel, but I cannot hit notes that I could hit 2 weeks ago. Yeah. I don't know what my high is. I know what my high is. Oh, my bad. It is currently 64 outside right now. Because my phone tells me when I open it right up. Now, I feel that. I'm up here because this is where my brother moved to and settled. It is. My singing is on a whole nother level. I sound like a puberty a kid going through puberty trying to yodel right now. It's an experience. I don't know that I don't want to live in New England. I've had like, I really want to visit the Pacific Northwest. I am a little upset that is where Mr. Quiv moved here from, and we could move there, but the cost of living there is so much. It's so much. So, like, I just feel like I would like to visit there for a little bit. There's some really cool people I know that live there that I think it would be fun to go see. Star and Pacific. Some people I met through Final Fantasy live there, and if I ever make it up that way, I will be just putting out a general, like, I'm gonna make my friends from The Sims and my friends from Final Fantasy meet up, and we're gonna talk about it. The only thing they have in common is decorating. Yeah, I just, he was talking about before he moved down here, he was going to rent a loft above a garage for $1,300 a month. That's wild to me. That's wild to me. I have a whole house for $850. And do I live in the middle of nowhere? I do. I mean, sacrifices were made for my cheap ass house. But like, $1,300 a month for a loft? You don't even have your own bedroom? It's all part of the same space? I'm good. I'm so good. Although, I'm not going to lie. We talked about going full-time in a camper for a while. We've had that conversation for a long time. It's something I think we might seriously look into. But we also have 4 cats. And I don't think 4 cats in a camper sounds like a good fucking time. Especially these 4 cats. Because the only one that gets along with everybody is Ava. They need space to run away from each other. They don't get that in a camper. So we're figuring all that out. We'll be fine. We'll get it. But it is something like we've seriously talked about for a while. This would work down here. I wish it was... I might have to lower the house, but I don't want to. I wish these were separated so you could like place each one individually. Same with like these. You know. This is so itchy, by the way. Every time you see me reach for this, it's because it itches. And I have to remind myself, I can't scratch that. It's so itchy. I don't know why I muted myself. I meant to yeet myself and I just muted myself. My nose is so runny today. It's probably because I have all of my windows open with fans blowing all the pollen in. But it's hot. It's just not hot enough to set up the AC yet. I don't want to put that in until I have to. That is not going to help me feel any better at any point in time. You know, this pollen situation. So, you know, it is what it is. It be what it be. Oh, that could be fun there. It does block off. I mean, it even fits through that little spot there pretty well. Isn't there another one like that? Yeah, this one. Maybe I'll put this here. And then we can like, dear, be so fucking for real. We'll do that. I didn't have terrible allergies until I moved up here. I know. I'm just existing right now. It just is what it is. We've already got the AC unit in on the main floor. We haven't turned it on yet, but we do have it in. We still have to put the one up in here and the one in the bedroom. So, but again, we're trying not to. I don't want to put it up yet. Oh, I don't not shade it either. I am also not shading it. Where's my actual flowers? Hello. There's a lot of flowers in debug that I did not realize were... Where's my hostas? Are those not hostas, hydrangeas. Where's my hydrangeas? Are those considered a bush? Maybe it's bush. It's not a bush. Hydrangeas. Am I tripping? Don't answer that. The answer is probably yes. Oh, there they are. I was like, I know they're here. I know they exist. We'll put a hydrangea there. We'll put a hydrangea over here. I need something back there that's got a little height on it. You know, it's got to be like this, though. Maybe we, like, pop this in here. Put that there. We'll put that there. I need to update that alert. Although, I will say, if it's still pretty cheap. I think they had a little bit of a price increase for Sims Legacy Hub. Not shading them at all. They put a lot of work into it. But if you are a Legacy player, I highly encourage you to check out Sims Legacy Hub. It was created by Pacific and The Awful Gamer, two people that I truly admire and adore. They're fantastic people. I know Oodles of Noodles is doing a lot of the artwork for it. And she is also involved in it. So maybe if you like Legacy gameplay and you're tired of the EA family tree system, you could look into that. I'm not getting paid. This is not an advertisement. I just genuinely love them, and I hope that it does well. Yeah, I do. Bye. He's got to get a haircut. He came up so you couldn't see him because of how my camera's set up. He comes upstairs. We're trying to find an extension cord for a fan. He comes upstairs with my keys, my car keys, and sets them over there. And I said, why do you have my car keys? He goes, I was looking for an extension cord. I don't know what one had to do with the other. I genuinely have no idea. But that's why my car keys were up here. But he has a haircut, so he had to come get them to go to the haircut. Because he lost, like, you know, cars have 2 sets of keys. We don't know where his set of keys is to my car. It's in the house. I'm not afraid somebody has it. It is absolutely somewhere in my house. But he loses, those poor car keys get lost probably twice a month. Where's the low-lying pale yellow flowers? Are they not considered a bush? There they are. Like, I can tell you the things that I use in my landscaping. I want this one like this. When you use the same things all the time, it's real easy to do. See? Purdy. That's how I feel about it. I didn't mean to let that go. And then we'll add some of those back here. It is a lot of low-lying pale yellow flowers. I'm not sorry about it. There's one thing y'all haven't learned about me, and my apologies yet. That's one thing you'll pick up real quick. I'm never sorry about it. Absolutely not. If I'm only getting access to your bedroom, hey Kay, how are you? I'm good. If I'm only getting access to a bedroom and a bathroom, I'm not paying you $7, maybe max, maybe if I'm desperate. Nope, that's fair. That's fair. Nice. I've moved my, see, I was able to respond quicker. I moved my YouTube chat so I can see it. It's right next to my Twitch chat now. So I seen you come in. Can't nobody say I don't care anymore. This is nice. This looks nice. I will say that poor old YouTube does have quite the delay. It is quite delayed. Can I put this here? If I size it down and I alt place it, can I get it there without it floating? No. I'll have to use tool to get those where I want it. I kind of just want to leave that what it is, except I want to take this and make it kind of soft, make it square, make it a little bigger, make it a little bigger, and just kind of, you know, like people don't necessarily stay on the pathway. That's what I'm saying. Absolutely not. You got the wrong one. I don't know why I fenced in this backyard. Again, I have no idea. But it is fenced in. I think I want to put like a little grill and a table situation out here. So I'm going to go grab, I kind of want to use these. And like put this here as a little patio. Or these. Because we know how I feel about Journey to Batu. It is indeed fantastic. Maybe we put this to here. And then we could put like the grill here. I know, we'll move the fence over. We'll move the fence to here. Because then I could put the grill here. Just like a normal looking grill. It's nothing crazy. Just a little grill. We'll put it here against the fence that could possibly burn down. That's 100% it. And then we'll grab a little table and chairs. I made this space real small. I can't make it any bigger. Maybe we do like this. I want an umbrella. We'll do this. You're not going to be able to walk around this. So I'll move this over so it's like There. And you should, in theory... I'm not sure... That was a whole wild situation, by the way. That whole situation was wild to me. I know what you're talking about. You know. Alright, so we'll do this. I'm going to make this gray. That is the saddest patio. But you know what? At least they have one. At least they have one. I don't have a patio or a deck. I want both. And I'm just gonna... This is pretty light, so I am just gonna continue to, like, lightly dust this over to grass here. Alright. And then in here, you guessed it, low-lying pale yellow flowers. They're gonna come into play right here on the edge. And I'm gonna push these ones back. And then we're gonna grab some hydrangeas. And we're going to grab some hostas. Maybe we'll grab another Swiss chard. Probably not. Hostas are going to be rushing around. Got potential. I don't know where the hostas are. Yeah, exactly. That's what mine does. Because I've had that, excuse me. Oh, it's getting better. You look like you love me. Song stuck in my head for days. For days. Hashta? Nope, Fern. Hashta. So do we. I'm trying to get rid of mine. We've got my hairdresser lady is going to come grab a bunch of them, which I appreciate. One of them, I'm not kidding you, one of them is like 6 feet wide. It is massive. And I'm just like, I don't have the energy or the desire, if we're being 100% honest, to keep up with the garden. So, come take this shit. I don't want it. I don't. Right. And the garden out front, they put river rock down. They put a barrier down and then river rock down, and then they put garden soil on top. So there's enough drainage, which is fine. Except when you come to take them out, it's a pain in the ass because of the rocks. It does. They're pretty. Don't get me wrong. The hostas that we have in our yard are beautiful. And, like, so many of the neighbors are like, what are you doing with... take them. If you want these hostas, you are more than welcome to come into my yard and dig them out. If you're my neighbor, do not show up to my house if I don't know you digging out hostas, okay? But if you're my neighbor and you decide you want some of these hostas, I have some in the front yard, I have some in the side yard, I have some in the backyard. I had one that was like right by my breezeway door, which is what we use as the main door. That's the one we come in and out of, because with 4 cats, we need to have an airlock system. So you come into the breezeway and then you can get into the house. That way, if one of the cats darts out of the kitchen door, they're stuck in the breezeway. They can't go anywhere. They don't do that as often now, but they used to do it all the time. But there was one that grew right in front of the door and like would be in front of the door, and I would trip over it like every other time I'd come in the house. I was like, this has to go. I can't deal with this anymore. My airlock system, don't man me. It's important. We need an airlock system for these heathen ass cats. Where did my bush go? I lost my bush. Apparently, YouTube thinks I'm really loving AJR. Don't get me wrong, I don't dislike AJR. I don't know where they came from. I heard one song one day and now they're everywhere in my... You gotta dig them up. I'm not digging them up. My hairdresser wants some, and I offered her first dibs. So when she is done, he's gonna talk to her today. I will let you know, because I'm not dealing with these fucking hostas. I hate them. But we have our side jungle. We need a little light on the back porch, I think, and then we're done. And then we're done. Like, we were looking at how much hostas cost, because we were like, oh, why does everybody want our hostas? If you look up how much it costs to buy a fucking hosta, we have thousands of dollars sitting in our yard right now. I'm not even exaggerating. That's not a joke. Hundreds, thousands of dollars just sitting in my yard that I'm like, you can have for free. Take them. I don't want them. What do you say is an outdoor light? I want a nice outdoor light. Maybe one like this. I'm gonna put one. I don't need to like, oh, no, maybe I do. Put one here. Put one here. I don't know if these are even, so please don't come at me. I feel like they might be. Nope, they're not. I have no depth perception. I don't know why you guys listen to me. You know what we do in situations like this? We grab the immaculate. We size it up once. We place it right here. Okay? And then you grab your little thing, your little light, and you line it up with the edges of the immaculate. And then you see how nice that is? See, you don't need tool for everything. You just need a shelf and a willpower. It's fine. Lego bouquets are nice. I don't have the energy to put those together either. See, look how nice that looks. And they're even. And it's all lit up. Now I just need a mailbox. And then we get to start another build I'm super excited for. Can I put this mailbox here? Will this be functional if I put it here? Or should I do like a mailbox out front? Like one of these. We have some. They're not purple. They're blue. We have some that look kind of like this one. I want one like this. Is that too much? Hello, Amy. How are you? I like that there's flowers on top. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna change the color of our these guys to the white. I'm not mad. Well, maybe we do yellow. Should we do yellow? Oh, we can't do yellow. We'll do purple because there's purple in here. This is purple and yellow. Now we have purple and yellow. It all works out just fine. Purple, purple, purple. Did you know the color of your hydrangea depends on the pH of your soil? Because if you didn't, now you do. And there you go. I think that's what we'll do. I didn't know that. I felt real smart. And now everybody knows it, and I don't feel smart anymore. Way to go. Way to go, chat. You made me feel silly. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Enjoy your learning. She's like, I don't have time to come in here and be verbally berated. Okay? I have to go. There we go. I don't think those are even either. She said, I don't have time for this. Thanks. I think our house is done. I think it is. Look at it. Look at it in all its glory. Should we add more of these things here? Some more of these trellises? Let's see what it looks like. I'm just curious. Oh, I might kind of like it. I like this tree. What are you doing? Why are you floating like that? Oh, this fucking game. Be so for real. Nice. I have no hydrangeas in my yard. I just have hostas and weeds, baby. Hostas and weeds. There we go. I like it, Castle. Yeah, that's our other build. I don't have a name for this build. Ooh, that was perfect. Ads are gonna start in a minute. I'm gonna save this. We'll upload it. I don't know what to call it. It's not. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It is not shotgun style anymore. A family. Oh, let me capitalize. A family home in Willow Creek. Move-in ready. Beautifully landscaped. It's not. Very eclectic. It's not that either. I'm lying to you all. Alright, we'll be right back. I have a lot of weeds. I have a lot of weeds. Dirk my butthole. I'm not mad at you for getting that. I'm mad that that was the answer. No. I'm eating. You only want to come over here because I'm eating. Absolutely not. You and your brother both. You did win. Congratulations. I need to do that one sound command for Vicky. I gotta find it. Yeah, this game is like, it really does. It really does. It's like, that's not a knife. That's a 16th century paper opener from Spain. And they want you to put all of that in there. You know?
Just let me win.
Just let me win. If you missed it yesterday, and you haven't looked at the About Me section on Twitch, because whoever looks at that after the first time, I did add 2 new sound commands, specifically for Fortnite, but they're just available. The first one is Run, and the second one is Storm. That's wild.
Run, boy, run.
See? I gotta get Vicky's.
The storms are coming. Storms are coming.
That one makes me laugh. Storms are coming! So, there you go. Now you all can yell at me when I'm not paying attention and being a little loot goblin. That storm is indeed a coming. Or that I need to run. I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. If you see me playing Fortnite, I'm either playing with the kid, like yesterday, or I've been bullied into playing with somebody else if I'm not in creative. To the bottom of my toes, hate this season. I have never disliked a season more in my entire fucking life. Alright? So, we will be playing on Fridays, par usual. I just want you to know the season is for the birds. I hate it. Get the fuck out of the TIE Fighter. Get out of the X-Wing. They're bad as cars. You shouldn't be able to kill me in the air with that thing, and I can't do shit about it. Quit using the fucking sniper rifles on top of the mountains. I know that's what they're there for. But, like, it's a halter monitor. We're just making sure that my heart is doing the things it's supposed to do. Yeah, this season is rough. I have never, like, I'm new, right? I'm new gen. I didn't start playing until, like, hey, Ruby. So the end of, like, Mount Olympus gods and goddesses, like, the end of that season is when I started actually, like, playing. So I don't have a lot of things to compare it to. But what I do have to compare it to, this ain't for me. And now they're talking about the Star Wars guns are going to be the only guns all season. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Oh, no problem. I have no problem answering questions about things that are obvious, right? Like, what is the thing in the background? It's a boba plushie, a can of nuts. What else is back there? Some more nuts and some weed chocolate. That's what's in my background right now. Tells you everything you need to know about me. But yeah, I talked about it at the beginning of stream, so I don't mind. You're good. So, guess what time it is, y'all? Time for the hippie house. This is going to be a library. I had it set, I was going to do like a bookstore or something. This is going to be a library. Supposedly, those are going to be the only guns this season. Like, not leaving them for the season. Rumor has it, because I'm on fucking Fortnite side of TikTok, those are the only guns for the entire season. So I will be doing a lot of creative maps outside of when we play on Friday. Outside of Fridays, I will be doing creative maps. Unless, you know, I would rather have to worry about ammo. They're overpowered. I'm tired of it. Tired of it. You're fine. Don't apologize. You're fine. I appreciate you tuning in at all. You could be like, fuck it, I'm not watching. What do you... Look what you've done, good sir. Get your little claws out of my chair. I bring you up here and then you jump away. You don't want to be up here. You just want attention. And not the attention I'm giving you. So what do you want? You get up there and then you get stuck. And then you fall and then you claw me. June 7th. Yeah, you did that to yourself. I'm moving. Can I flip this up so you can see him? Oh, look at me, look at me. He's stuck. He currently has no idea how he's supposed to get down from there. And I'm just going to let him figure it out. Do you need help? Okay, you got it. You got it. You got it. All right. Isla was rude as hell. He was just jumping down. He jumped down and she immediately batted at him. Immediately. There we go. If you get motion sickness, sorry about the camera. I've got 2 crown wins this season, and if I don't get another one, I'm okay with that. I was playing with the kid last night. I didn't think I had any crowns this season. I was playing with the kid last night, and she and I ran for a crown at the same time, and then I shamed and bullied her into giving it to me because I was like, I don't even have a crown win, and you have 4. And then we won the game, and it was like, total crown wins too. And I was like, hey, just kidding, I lied to you. My bad. I don't care if I don't get another one. A crown win? I knew we won, but... Oh, is that the one where we stole other people's crowns? Because... that's the only way I'm getting a crown win this season, if I steal your crown after I killed you. Yeah. I'm not winning 2 in a row. Be for real. My kid and her friend that she plays with, watch her. Fucking wild, man. They were so tired of my shit. Because, like, as you all know, when I see the gunfire pop up on the map, it's like it's a little thing that tells me that's the direction I need to run. However, they are not like that. They avoid the gunfire. They don't camp. They'll absolutely fuck you up in a fight. Don't get me wrong. But, like, they're not running towards it. They're not running towards the gunfire. And I'm sure they were so dumb. I pushed every fucking fight last night. And I'm sure Watcher was so done with me. Because I'd run in and he'd be like, Quiv, please don't. Quiv, no. And I'm like, it's fine. And then I'd die. And he'd be like, oh, it's fine, huh? Yeah, it was a good time. I like the DC-15. It's kind of like the Sentinel was last year. Or last season. Obviously, everybody likes the one with the scope. I don't know that I actually like that one, if we're being honest. That's it. That's all I got. Yeah. You like the S something. Yeah. Alright. Here's my least favorite part of building in The Sims. And that is a floor plan. It's like an A280. All I know is when I see them, I'm like, hey, who likes this? Yeah. And I just give it away. I opened a chest yesterday and a legendary one popped out. And the kid was getting into an X-Wing fighter and I was like, you want to come back here? And she was like, no, I want to fly this. I said, no, you want to come back here. And she was like begrudgingly coming back. And Watcher was like, oh shit, you do want to come back here. And then she got excited and saw what it was. I was like, oh, but I tell you I have something you want. It's not worth it. But when he's like, oh no, you actually want this, all of a sudden it's exciting. I hope you're in here lurking and hear this. Rude. Rude. Don't mind me, I'm eating cheese. I'm trying to think of a floor plan for this. Because I do want it to be like a hipster haven. Alright? I want it to be like crunchy granola mom central. I want it to be like, when you walk past this house, you smell patchouli and sage. Not that you should be burning sage. That's close practice. Please don't. And that's all I'm going to say on that. But you know, like, it smells like, when you think of a hippie store, that's what this smells like. That's what I want this place to, like, invoke. So I'm trying to figure out how to fit that house in here, because I want it to be 2 bedrooms. But I don't want another shotgun style house, because we have a whole row of them here. Although that is traditionally the style of house. This is very much not in style, and so is this, of this area. I just don't like shotgun style houses because I feel like they're hard to lay out, you know? But let's see here. We can do, maybe we go for a big side yard. If we do bedroom, bathroom, bedroom. Okay. And then we could do kitchen and dining and all of that jazz. Kitchen, dining, living here. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it. Entryway. No yard for them. They get no yard. I do want this bathroom to be a little bigger. Alright, we could do kitchen here. Dining room here. Because I also want this to be kind of a closed concept house. So, we all know what open concept is. Closed concept literally is the exact opposite of an open concept house. Entryway, living room, dining room, kitchen. Like, it is every room. We're making our hipster haven. That's what I'm going to change the name of it. Well, no, I'll change the name of it when we upload it. Because if I change the name of it right now, I will forget that it is on the Streamlit single lot. And you guys won't know what lot to put it on. The other one is uploaded. I'm trying not to show you my food. I have given myself hiccups. Is this the right command? Nope. Is there an S? Somebody help. This is not a command I use a lot. Yeah, there it is. Because my EAID is not the same. Gosh, darn it. I'm going to have to figure out how to set this up better. Because I have my YouTube chat popped out over my Twitch screen. So when I switch scenes, or when I start to type in the Twitch chat, it hides my YouTube chat. I'm going to have to figure something out. Ari did send me, like, a lot of good options. I just have not really looked at them. Like, I was confused and overwhelmed. Then I said, this probably isn't for me. It probably will work fine. Alright, we're going to line this up here. Very small side yard. I kind of hate it. This is gonna be a minute. This is gonna be a minute. Figuring out this. What if we did it? I'm looking at these houses for inspo. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not angry. I'm contemplating. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this hipster haven. I'm thinking. No. I'm thinking. I have resting bitch face. I'm very aware of this. My thinking face just is a real angry face. Because I don't want to be bothered, man. I picked that shit up in college. Yes, I did go to college. No, I did not graduate. But there's nothing worse than sitting there trying to get your studying done and you're taking a break and you're like trying to zone out and somebody comes up and they come in because they're like from your class or whatever and they're like, "Oh, are you working on this? Can I work with you?" And you're just like, "No." But you can't be rude. So I've just adopted the angry thinking face. All right? Now I'm just like, I hate everything and everybody. If you approach me when I look like this, you fear nothing. Not a thing. If you're having shortness of breath, you need to go to the doctor. All right? Real and true. Because that could turn into pneumonia. And pneumonia is so serious right now. It could turn into RSV, which is also so serious right now. And you have littles at home. If you're having shortness of breath, please go see the doctor. It doesn't matter. A little bit of measles is still measles. I'm not saying you have measles, all right? I'm just saying. Just because it's a little bit doesn't mean it's nothing. If it's nothing, it's nothing. And if it's a little bit, you go to the doctor. It could be bronchitis. I always have to look up here to see what the GIF actually looks like, you know? Exactly. Amy gets it. I'm not trying to panic you. I just want you to be aware that you need to go to the doctor. See? Now, look, I don't even... You was worried I was angry at you, and I wasn't. And now everybody in chat is yelling at you to go to the doctor. Go chat. Wasn't even me. Not even me. Doctors are there to help you feel better. If you have a shit doctor, I apologize. Finding a good doctor can be hard. But they do exist. They do indeed exist. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on the gallery. This is cool as shit. Sometimes you just have to open the gallery. Look at his house. I haven't even looked at it. I'm just going to save it because I'm going to steal that later. This is just roof. This is just roof. This is not my hipster haven. Exactly. Amy nailed it right on the head. I don't necessarily... Ooh, I'm just kidding. I would have to roof this better. I would have to roof this differently because all of these get this is a rooftop pool. All right, but this I like this. I will steal that. That'll be good in like a library. It'll be good in a museum. I wish we could make like a nature conservatory where you walk in a botanical garden. Maybe I do that anyway. Maybe we do that in Tamarang. I'm going to look at lots. I'm going to look at 20 by 15 lots. And now, that is a 20 by 15 lot? I didn't think so. I was like, there's no way that's a 20 by 15 lot. This is a cute little lot. And they made it base game. I'm just looking here for design inspo. Proud of you. I'm not being sarcastic when I say that. Like, go to the doctor. Oh, this is a lot we're working on. Very nice. That looks familiar. That's crazy. My own build showed up. It already has 10 downloads, which is wild to me. I just uploaded it 5 minutes ago. Sometimes, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I go through my library and see which lot has the most downloads. It's like a little competition between my builds. For a while, it was my Newcrest pool. I don't think it is anymore. But for a while, it was. Ooh, that's nice. Let me see this. See, they just made it like a 1-bedroom. Same magic, same. I also have an auto disorder, which is one of the reasons we're doing the Holter monitor. This is kind of cool. I like this. I don't want it to be too modern. I want it to be kind of traditional. I have given myself the hiccups. I am going to complain about it. Somebody used tall wall height with short doors and windows. Sometimes a decision is made. Not necessarily a decision I would go with, but a decision nonetheless. And that was one of them. It's cool. I'm not getting enough air in. I'm talking too much. Not enough air. This is cool. I like that they've elevated it so they can still use the yard underneath. Is this what my stream is supposed to be today? No. Pneumonia is a son of a bitch to get over. I've never had pneumonia. I used to do home health care. I have lived a lot of different lives. All right? That tends to happen when you hit 93 years old. But I used to do home health care, and like I did hospice home health care, and it was amazing to me how many people I had to go see because it started as I'm not freaking anybody out. But they were all older, and they would be like, "Oh, it started as pneumonia," and I'm like, "It didn't start as pneumonia. You noticed it at pneumonia." Yeah, you noticed it at pneumonia. It started somewhere else. And that's why childhood immunizations are important. Even if you're going to see somebody who has kids, get your immunizations updated. All right? Don't go see somebody if you don't have your pertussis and your whooping cough and all of that stuff. I know, right? You're dying, confirmed. I'm just here to tell everybody they're dying. But yeah, it's not, you're fine. You're fine. Older people tend to get a plethora of things that happen at once, and it's kind of dominoes. But it always, every one of them was like, oh, they got pneumonia and went downhill. No. There's always underlying comorbidities that are happening. And you notice that pneumonia because that brought out all of the other issues they were having. That's when you noticed. Oh, this is cute. I don't want to do a modern house. Like, I like this, but I don't want to do a modern. I'm old, too. I laugh because, like, I am old. I'm just not that old. I am, too. I'm in my twilight years. Okay? My time is coming. Next year we're gonna have my 94th birthday party on stream. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, and that's just kind of what happens. They didn't notice that until she had to be under care because of. Yeah, that's like always what happens. That's always what happens. And I'm not like trying to diminish your situation. I'm really sorry that happened. That's a lot to take in a month. But that's always what happens. They caught something, and then they catch something else, and they start running tests to figure out what's going on, and then they find what the big issue is. So, yeah. Yeah. Like, all of my issues that I'm currently having started when I caught COVID in January of 2023. It was either 2022 or 2023. Yeah. And since then, I've had heart issues. I've had joint pain. I've had brain fog. I have fatigue. But I don't have anything else. So, yeah. See, I get tested for that kind of stuff because that grandma had leukemia. So, I get I get my stuff checked once a year. And now that they have confirmed that I have an autoimmune disorder, I definitely get my stuff checked once a year. Every time I go to the doctor and they have to draw blood, they always check my platelet counts. Every time. So, that's why it takes me so long. That's why I just don't do anything. That's good. See, Mommy Mers is something else. She was 64. I love this woman. She was like 64 and was still getting her period. Wouldn't tell anybody. At 64, you probably should not be getting your period. And then when she finally told my mom, because my mom saw her pick up, feminine hygiene products, my mom took her to the doctor, and the doctor was like, you have leukemia. Like, you have cancer in several parts of your body, unfortunately. And she did great. She went through all of that. She went into remission. When she passed away, it was not due to the cancer. She just was older. She passed away at 86. She was just older. But yeah, that was like, and like she would fight the doctor because the doctor's like, we can take care of this. You just have to have a hysterectomy. My grandma at 64 years old looked this doctor dead in his eye and said, but what if I want to have more kids? Beavers, you are 64 years old. You are not having any more kids. Your kids are grown with grandkids and you're a great grandma. What do you mean you want to have more kids? But yeah, that was why. That was why. So, yeah. She passed away, I think, in 2023, but hers was, I swear to God, I put that on everything. I put it on everything. She looked that doctor dead in the eye, 64 years old, and said, what if I want to have more kids? Same. I'm like, mine doesn't work. Please get rid of it. And they're like, but your hormones, you're going to have to be on hormones the rest of your life. And I'm like, I don't care. That's fine. That's fine. I'm already on medicine for the rest of my life anyway. What's one more? Oh, man. I still laugh when I think about that. She came home and told me that, and I just started crying laughing. I was like, you did not tell the doctor that. And she was offended. She was like, it's not funny. I might want to have more kids. You can't. You physically are unable. Like, I was like 17 or 18. I was 17 or 18 when I found out that all of this was happening. Right? She had my mom. My mom had me. You are not having more kids. I know. I'm already on, like, birth control to regulate my periods. Like, I don't need to be on it for anything else because Mr. Quib went and had his stuff taken care of. And we did that so I wouldn't have to be on birth control. But because of I have PCOS, my shit can get really erratic, so I have to be on. I know. It happens though. My stepdad's sister, my kid is 22, she'll be 23 in October. My stepdad's sister was like 48, found out she was pregnant at the same time my sister was pregnant with my kid. I know if you're not here, that doesn't make any sense. If you've never heard my kid's story before, that doesn't make any sense. This is beautiful. But yeah, like my aunt has a kid the same age as my mom has a grandchild. They were born within days of each other. I'm not sure what quiverful is either. But that's just me. I think I like this kind of an idea for a house. Yeah, that was wild. She came and told us, and I was like, no fucking way. No fucking way. Oh, like the Nuggers? Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good. I couldn't imagine I raised one child. I can't say that that's how my aunt was. I will never call a child a mistake. I will not. I will say it was a surprise. I will say nobody expected her to be pregnant at that point in her life. But like they had the kid. The kid's, kid's 22. So it was just wild to hear that she was pregnant. And I was just like, that's something. I don't know what kind of house. This is it right here. This is our house. They did them dirty with this picture. That's crazy. Yeah, and it's crazy to me that they call those geriatric pregnancies. And once you turn like 35, if you get pregnant after 35, you're considered a geriatric pregnancy. But yeah. That's fair, Vicky. That's fair. That's fair. Listen, I think they were done a little dirty. They could have chose the picture with the windows. I'm not saying the house was fantastic. No, you're good. Yeah. Like we wanted kids. I can talk about it now without being upset. It just wasn't in the cards for us, you know? But the first time I was like 34, I think, the first time that pregnancy happened. And they were like, well, you're going to have to be under close supervision. And I said, for what? They said, this is considered a geriatric pregnancy. I said, you are out of your mind. I'm good. So, no, it is what it is. It wasn't in the plans for me. I had my kid. I raised my kid. And, like, I'm at a point now where, like, I couldn't imagine. I'm 39. Like, that's my actual age. I couldn't imagine having some child live in my house now until I was, like, 55 or 60. Like, raising a child until I'm 55 or 60, especially now that, like, my kid is grown and moved out. And I'm just like, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Like, obviously, if it would have happened, it would have happened. But now I'm just like, all of these things that we do, we wouldn't be able to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so used to the lifestyle I live now. Looking back, it is what it is. Yeah, see? And I'm not, like, shitting on you at all. Because I think if the roles were reversed... No. If the roles were reversed and I did have kids, I would be excited and would be doing... It would just be a different lifestyle that I live. It's just, I've gotten used to my current lifestyle. Like, you're used to your current lifestyle. So, like, you don't know what it is not to be raising kids right now. And I don't know what it is to be raising kids right now. So, that's all. I love other people's kids that I can hype up and send home. All right? I love being an aunt. I do. Genuinely and truly. I will be an aunt to all of your kids. I will give them so much candy. I will make them watch so many scary movies by themselves because I'm not going to watch a scary movie with them because they scare me too. And then I'm going to send them home and you have to deal with the sugar high and the nightmares. No, you're fine. You're fine. It is a little bit. It is a little bit scary to be raising kids right now. But I also think that, like, as a parent, you do your best to raise your kid in a way that you want them to be as an adult. And I think that for the most part, parents are good people and they want their kids to be good people. You've got the occasional person who just shouldn't have had kids. They weren't ready to be a parent. They didn't want to be a parent. They, like, for whatever the situation was, they shouldn't have had kids. But they do. But for the most part, parents you're going to try and see the best in your kid and make your kid the best version of themselves they can be. And if that's how you parent, I'm there for it. I'm there for it. So I saw this trend going around on TikTok. You know those phrases we used to get told all the time when we were little? I brought you into this world. And they'll stop there and they'll have the kid finish the sentence. And it's wild to me how kids these days, because they're being raised by millennials, don't know how those phrases end. Because we hated it when it was said to us, so we never say that to our kids. Right? Like, I don't think I've ever seriously, like, in all serious, told my kid, oh, I brought you into this world, I'll take you out. First of all, I didn't bring you into this world. But, like, I don't think I've ever really said that to her. You know? Like, it's just that kind of stuff. Quit crying, or I'll give you something. Like, they don't know how those phrases end. And that just, to me, is such a strong representation of millennial and Gen Z parenting, us not wanting to do that to our kids, right? Like, and I'm not saying our parents were wrong, but, like, I would never say that to my kid. And that happens. Well, I'm assuming your son is the oldest. I'm assuming. And nobody tells you how to be a parent. Nobody tells you any of that. And the first time, yeah, don't parent with fear. the first time you have a kid, it's scary, right? Like you're sitting home with this little human who depends on you for everything, and you're caught in between making sure you do. Oh, is your daughter? Maybe you were just like, hey, fuck it, I'm over it. No, I'm kidding. 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 But like, you know, it's still nice. No, I just think being a parent is scary. And every time you become a parent, it doesn't get easier. And I say that as somebody who has never birthed a child and only raised one. Yeah, hormones are a bitch. And that's just it, Ruby. That's exactly it. And that's possible because you weren't expecting it. You weren't ready for, you know, you had, instead of the time it took you to try for a kid, right? You knew what you were getting into, and then to just, hey, guess what? You know, surprise. You're probably like, oh shit. Okay. It's go time. Gotta buckle up. We got things to do. No, that's valid. I'm never, as long as you're not like beating on your kids, I'm never going to tell you you're a bad parent. Just don't beat on them. Don't be mean to your kids, all right? They didn't ask to be here. They didn't ask to be here. I did not ask to be here. I was birthed into this nonsense without consent. No, absolutely. I would never question any parent's love for their kid. Unless you come to me and you're like, I just don't think this is for me. I think that I shouldn't be a parent. And even then, I think if you come to me with concerns about not wanting to raise a child, I think you love that kid more than you give yourself credit for, because you realize that you may not be the best option. And that is an act of love. I hate to say that. People who keep their kids even knowing that they shouldn't, they don't have that, that's an act of selfishness. But to know that, hey, maybe this isn't the best situation for me, that's an act of love. I'll never question a parent's love for their kid. Ever. Unless you, like, make it real clear. Real clear that you are not interested. So, yeah, exactly. And I think people don't see that. I don't think they want to see that. Whatever the case may be. But it is a huge thing to do that. How do I want to do this house? You know what I had visions of? A trailer. Which is kind of like a shotgun house, but not. I want like this. Alright? We like do this. This becomes a bathroom. And then we put like the kitchen here, dining room, living room. I think that's what we're gonna do. And this will be our entryway. We're making a trailer. Now, the question becomes, can I fit the trailer base underneath this house? If you guys don't know what we're doing here, if you've never seen this before, we've done this once before. No, you're not. Yep. You are correct, Magic. Yes, if you are worried that you're not doing a good job as a parent, you're doing a good job as a parent. For the most part. Sometimes that's not always true. Alright, we're going to do this. And then we're going to go down here. And we're going to delete this. That way we still have our second floor, right? You can see our second floor. We're going to go into transportation. If you've ever wondered how people do this, where they build little trailers or whatever, this is it. We're going to grab this. And we're going to put this underneath. Oh, can't size it up. We're going to put this underneath. Don't want you on the second floor. I want you on this floor. I think it needs to come this way. This is where I have a problem because I don't have any depth perception. I just keep putting it in the same place over and over and over and over and over. I'm not using tool. And then you take this, and you take this, and you lower it down until it sits on top of your trailer. It needs to come down further. You can tool the trailer. Alright, so we are now sitting on our trailer. If I go into tab mode, you'll see that we're actually sitting a little above our trailer. But get out of tab mode, bitch asshole. The only other thing you gotta watch for is this. So what I do to fix this is short wall height. I will put it on medium wall height. And then I will do a platform on the inside. Is this my platform tool? Nope, this is. And we'll just fill out this to the wall, to the wall. We'll build our walls back. It'll be fine. Hello. Hello, please. We're just covering up our trailer. And we're gonna put this, you bitch asshole. I'm actually gonna, I need to move it over one more. This needs to go over one more. Okay. I'm actually going to raise this up so it's not sitting on that. Which will be fine, because we'll have stairs. We'll have stairs. We're good. We'll get rid of. You can raise the inside flooring. It's just fighting me right now, and I'm debating how much. I gotta remember, like, this is my save file. I should fight for the things that I want to save. There you go. You can do a platform. You could do the inside. That's easier. The inside flooring is easier. I get so flustered when we're building on stream because, like, I am very particular about how I do builds. I want things done a certain way, right? And I feel like those things are boring or not entertaining or not things you guys want to see. So I, like, try to rush through things when at the end of the day, like, I should just do the thing the way I want it done, because what happens is after stream I come in here and I redo the things the way I want them done. And then I'm just spending so much more time on it instead of just doing the thing. Okay, we're gonna do. I want that, but not right there. We're gonna. Okay, we're gonna have to rebuild the wall. It's fine. It's fine. I just wanna. I know. And the thing is, you guys are still here, so I'm doing something right. I should probably save. But I do. I feel like, I just feel like I don't want to, it's funny, because I'm like, I don't want to waste their time. They don't care about this. But every day, we're here. Every day, we show up. So I'm not wasting anybody's time. Alright, I'm going to put this here. We'll rebuild the wall in a second, because I do want there to be a little porch. Get rid of that. And then we'll get... I don't have a roof. I have no roof. And really, I could probably leave this as a little step in. I don't know how high my floor is here. I might need little stairs. But yeah, if we do that, and then we put... These are placeholder items. Medium door. We put like a door here. Our stairs can go here. Remember, we're going to delete right here. I don't know if this is where the stairs are actually going to go. I just woke up from the dream. And now your sim can just boop, 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 boop. I know. You guys hate it here. You guys hate watch me every day. I know. It's fine. I've accepted it. Ava and Arthas are making out. So I'm saying, Ava gets along with all the cats. Nobody else gets along with anybody else. But Ava gets along with everybody. That's true. You're here so often to beat me that I don't even participate anymore. I'm just like, fuck it, Vicky's here. I'm not playing. Not doing it. Sorry. What I want to do here, and this is something I haven't figured out how to do, is to put the skirting on the thing. I have options. I could do, let me turn off debug and live edit. I could do a snowy escape. They have like that fence thing that goes on the wall. I could, in theory, use that. Now we're brainstorming. All right. Now we're doing things I don't know how to do. So I'm no longer an educational Sims channel. I'm figuring it out as we go Sims channel. Where the frick is this? This. Nope. Nope. It's not that one. It looks like that one. It's the other way though. Again, if you expect me to sort by pack before I've actually looked through all of the things, you must be new here. I like to watch it myself. This thing is what I'm thinking of. That is so normal for me. But if we put this here, you know, if we like line this up, holding shift. I don't know why those are two different colors, but they are. We could do something like, oh, because it's backwards. There we go. You just gotta make it the right way, people. You guys just gotta do it the right way. We could do that around the edge. And it would look like, enjoy your lunch. The only issue is gonna be like right here because it wants to clip to this. We'll just tool that away. We'll just use tool. So we're gonna spend the next 15 minutes doing this. Bear in mind, these are 80 simoleons each. Alright? These ain't cheap. So my cheap little trailer is not going to be a cheap little trailer. Remember that when you download it and you're trying to use it as a starter home. Just cheat your money. Alright? This is non-functional. It is strictly for aesthetics. At 80 simoleons each, it's a lot. Crawl space. We love a good crawl space. All of these have to move down. I should have started on the corner. That's the other tip. Start on a corner. So, like, you don't have to do what I'm doing right now and move all of this stuff. We could put a bush to block it. I could use tool. I have options. But when I tell you guys, this is this kind of stuff I do off stream. I'm so serious. I will spend hours placing these little things that only I'm ever going to see. I'm the only one that really cares that they're there. Because I don't even upload those builds to the gallery. I build them and I don't even upload them. So, I don't know, you know. I've got some builds from the save file that aren't on the gallery right now, which is wild to me. Put all that work in, don't even put it on the gallery. But that's who I am. I nope, okay. Alright, we'll put these here and we start on this side. Also, when I do stuff like this, you guys will never know unless I tell you, like I am right now. I promise you, I hold my breath. Every time I have to alt place something and line it up, I'm not breathing. So if you ever see me doing that and then stop, it's because I need to take a breath. Because I just don't breathe. I don't know why. I just don't. Oop, that one's not in a good spot. That's why I don't breathe. I'm curious what this house is going to cost after I put all these down. We're probably going to have $2,000 worth of just fences from Snowy Escape. Fuck. That's also why I don't talk while I do it. That's fair. I don't think I've done that. But if I do, it is what it is. Fuck. The thing that's gonna be frustrating, I tilt my, you guys see me do that shit all the time. I'll be going to look for something and I'll do this. And I can't see that. I can't see that. Streamer secrets up in here. We don't breathe. I know, I look around all the time to see things better. We don't breathe. We stick our tongues out. We tilt our heads. All of these are things that happen when you're not looking. I do this too. You'll see I slowly just shrink myself closer to the screen. That doesn't help me. All it does is make me have a hunched back and sore shoulders. But I do that a lot. If y'all ever catch that, just yell at me. Because I really shouldn't be. I gotta untrip myself. There. Backside. What's gonna be fun is going around the deck. Because I'm not sure how that's gonna work. It might work fine. We are going to check the price of this after we get these placed. Alright, in a situation like this, I have two options. I can put this like this. Or we can try and line up another fence like that. But then that adds an extra 80 simoleons to our build. Is it the first Wednesday of the month? I think it's the first Wednesday of the month. Also, ads are going to start in a minute. So I'm probably going to, yeah, I'm going to work on this while you guys are playing Gartic. You guys get to do the... If you can hear the siren, I'm sorry. It's the first Wednesday of the month. If you can hear the siren, that's why. There's nothing crazy going on. I just live in a state where the first Wednesday of the month is the siren check-in day for us. I don't know what that means. I don't have a Dutch Brothers near me. I'm just assuming that that's what you're talking about. I'm gonna throw in Gartic. Have fun. Interesting. I'm assuming if you get so many stickers, you get like a free drink. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, that's not nearly as fun to me. Oh my god. There's only 30 seconds left in ads. So I'm not doing it. I just want you guys to know in the time that you took that, if you can even hear me, some of you can't because of ads, I added 1,176 simoleons to this build, just putting on these little fences. Yeah. I'll wait. I just, we gotta find the right stairs. I don't know what stairs or siding I'm gonna do. Hey, how come I don't have a roof here? There we go. There we go. Ads are done. Now I was just saying, we still have we added 1,100 simoleons while you were gone, just adding this fencing around the bottom. I gotta figure out what I'm doing here and here. But I want to add the stairs that we're gonna use before. But in order to do the stairs, I have to do the wall. So we're going to do siding. It itches! Maybe. Maybe that'll work. It does. See, this is why I build on stream. I need to clean this part of my mouth. Because I'll be zooming out and it'll zoom in. And vice versa. And I'm like, listen here, you little shit. That is not what I asked you to do. And it knows. It knows. For this one, I don't want to go too far over because I don't necessarily want it under the stairs too much. I think that's good. I think that's good. Alright, I gotta find our siding. I want this, Something so everybody has it. We have this. This is, I have wood siding on my house. I hate it. I hate it. It looks like crap. It looks craptacular. Sorry. That's too log cabiny. I don't want that. We could do this. Because this will add pillars. I don't know. I don't want vertical. I do want this. And maybe we do it in I don't want brown. I don't want brown. A blue? What colors? We have white, red, green, and blue. Let's do yellow. Let's do a yellow. Do any of you have a yellow? I'm looking to see if this is what I like. We could do that. We could do this. This has kind of a brighter yellow, which I don't hate. It also... I don't want gray. I don't want gray. There's pink. I just realized all of our houses have horizontal siding. Every one of the houses in this community has horizontal siding. And now I have to do horizontal siding. Does this have a... it's kind of got a yellowy wood, but it doesn't have yellow. This has green. This will look better when we put windows on it. I think we're going to do the green. I don't know that this is the door I'm going to use. See, this is why I wanted to use yellow. Look how fun that door is. I haven't used that door anywhere. I think we're doing yellow. This is like a mustard yellow. Absolutely. You have a fantastic lunch. And you enjoy the rest of your day. This has like a beigey kind of yellow. Not the yellow I want. We could do something like this. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't listen to me. Don't know what I'm talking about. I kind of want to do a yellow. I think I'm going to do yellow. Alright, we're going to do yellow. Let's get our roof. Our roof. We could do a hipped roof. I don't like hipped roofs. I prefer half hipped or gabled roofs. As a Sims builder, what is your go-to roof? I know a lot of people like hipped roofs. Like, in my neighborhood, in my community, there's a lot of hipped roofs. I'm going to put this here so we have a porch roof. I think that those are nice. I know not everybody is going to have a porch roof. We're just going to go with my use. Shaloop. Yeah. Pull this back one. Pull this back one. Just kidding. Do not pull that back one. I might raise that up. There we go. There we go. Alright. Spandrels. I don't know what roof color I'm going with, alright? Or what fence I'm going with. But I feel like I could do like this. I don't want it shorter. I want it taller. No. It's because this is technically the second floor. So it's trying to fill where the first floor would be. So it won't let me make it taller. I wanted it to go like to the ground, but I don't think that's going to be a possibility, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's not going to work for me this time. I want some weathered looking wood. So we could either do like, I don't want this to be too beat up, but we could do werewolves. We could do what is this pack? Horse ranch. We could maybe do horse ranch. I prefer square columns. I don't know if I'm the minority in that. We don't have a ton of round columns in the game. Something like this could be nice. It comes in a yellow. But, like, again, I would have to, like, stack. So, could we find ones that we could stack that aren't Ye Old Faithful? Although Ye Old Faithful may be what we do. Because that's going to stack nicely. It's going to go all the way down. It's going to hide the sins of this fence. Welcome back. Welcome back. I don't like that. I could just stack this fence and it would just all be a lot of that. I don't think I want that though. I don't think that's what I want. That's not what I clicked. I'm like really thinking about the kind of fence I want here, because now I'm like, do we want a half wall instead of a fence? Because all of the fences have these vertical posts, and because I have so much vertical around the base of the house, I don't think it looks right. So I wonder if a half wall. This one doesn't come in a good color. But it isn't vertical. Alright, that's really all it has going for it. It's not vertical. Cats and dogs. Maybe cats and dogs. Maybe not. Yes. No, I'm kidding. I would never. I might, just not right now. We have this. It just doesn't feel very porchy, you know? This is too tall. I'm so sorry. I'm yawning. That's too tall. This, again, doesn't feel super porchy. This is another vertical line mess. This is horizontal. I think I don't want to do a half wall. But I think a half wall is what we'll have to do. The other option would be to do something like this. Hello? That's not what I wanted. Be so for real. Where we could do like every other. And make it like stone. Yeah, I need to put some sort of a trim here. That might be the trim we use. I like this one because it's pretty flat. It doesn't come in yellow, so I think I'm just going to leave it white. This house is going to be yellow and white on the outside. And then we'll put this pillar back in. So we could do something like this, where it is like half wall and fence. We could do where it is strictly half wall. That is just floating. Or we could do a fence. If we find a fence we like, this is what we're doing. We're trying to figure out if there's anything here that we like. This might be okay. Because there's that gap between, I think that's probably here. Let's do that. We'll grab another one of these. And that is not going to go down there anymore. Nice, nice, nice. I do have move objects on. It doesn't seem to matter. We'll put that there. And then our stairs are going to go there, but structurally we should probably have like here and here. That feels right. That feels right. I still don't know what stairs I'm using, and it might delete some of these. I might have to turn deletion protection on. I think something like this, that's see-through. If I put it in the right spot. There we go. But then we have this little gap again. This little gap right here. This is good. This is not. So I think we have to take one of these. And push it all the way up to the edge here. That feels right. That feels right. And then put these in here. It's so close. We're gonna have to put a bush here, as somebody suggested. I don't know who suggested it, but we are gonna have to put a bush there. I gotta push this back a little bit. It's sticking out a little too far for me. There we go. And this is just gonna have to be by some white stairs. Some white stairs it is. Pull that over, and then we'll grab like this guy, and we can like put this here. You know, it just kind of it could just disguise this a little bit if it's there. And it probably won't be this specific tree, but it might be this specific tree. Who knows? Not me. All right, let's grab this up, put it on here. Let's find our roof trim. There has to be a term for this. I know there is because I've heard it before, but little things in songs that like you pick up and that's why you like the song. Like in this song, it's that ding. In Lynn's intro thing, it's the doo doo doo. There's little stuff like that in songs that I'll hear and I'm like, yeah, that's the whole reason I listen to the song. The emote in Fortnite, that chicken wing one, there's a part in there that is the whole reason I love that whole emote. Like, it just is. I think we're gonna go with that for roof trim. Are you gonna let me... It'll let me use a freeze. Up here. I just don't know if I like any of them. This is the one I like the most. It goes with our fence the best, but it's not what I want. I would rather have like this. Hello? This around the edge. Just something to finish it off. That's really all I need. So we'll do this. I don't want it there. I like me better when I'm with you. Maybe this one. I like me better when I'm with you. Alright, roof color. We could do a metal roof. Why would, has anybody used this roof color? It looks pink, but it's not. It's more of a terracotta. This is kind of green. Don't hate it, but don't love it. I don't necessarily want one like this. I do like this one. I just have overused it. I use it a lot. I also use this one a lot. Pretty sure this is what I used over here. Except it is this color. Matter of fact, I'm 99% sure this is the color I used over here. I also, like, in my actual house has a brown roof. But when I roof in The Sims, as you can see, black is just the color. To me, a roof is black. But it's not. It's not. My roof is brown. Those are slightly beat up. Kind of like that. We have this from Businesses and Hobbies. I know metal roofs.
It's always more fun
Shut up.
to
How
share
are you?
with
We're
everyone.
debating on roofs right now. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Let me go just chatting for a second. How are you doing? Welcome in if you haven't been here before. My name is Quip. I use she, her pronouns. We do a lot of Sims. Thank you for that shout out. If you're not following Oshime, go do so. It doesn't cost you anything. She does a plethora of things. She does Sims. She does some, I believe last time I popped in there. Last time I popped in there, she was doing Sims. She's just co-working. She does like music games occasionally. But go drop a follow. It doesn't cost you anything. Could be your new favorite place and you would never know. But yeah, we are doing some Sims today. We're working on our save file. If you came in with that raid and you need to raid and run, absolutely feel free to do so. Go take care of yourself. But before you go, if you want to let me know what you were up to today, I would love to know about it. I'd love to hear all about it, actually. While you're doing that, I do have a quick raid video for you guys. It's about 1.5 minutes long, gives you the vibes of the channel, and we'll be right back.
I don't like to think before I speak. I like the words to come out like a river.
Raise it down. Raise it down. Good vocab there with grammar on point. But man, I can't wait till I have frog butt. I'm gonna wear my pants so high. I'm gonna make sure everybody's. I'm wearing leggings. Leggings and frog butt for the rest of my life. Plead! Quit crying and plead! You're sick. Everybody peed themselves as well, by the way. No! Didn't bleed! This is why I built. Can you not put your butt in my face? I don't appreciate that. Thanks. I've never missed my own stream, but I do miss my daily beans. I will back up any lie a parent tells their kid. I will. There's a drain goblin that's gonna suck you down if you get too close. Yeah, there is. I saw it happen to my sibling once. It was terrifying. Where are you going? Why are you mad? Don't kick the trash can. What are you upset for? You want to feed the cow plant? There is no trash in my house other than you. That's when I'm like, oh, I have to compliment you. And they're like, hey, are we flirting? No, I'm not flirting with you. I don't even like you. I just feel like at this point in time, it's obligatory to say something nice. Shells are so much fun. I love shells. I just can't tour them. I don't do them because I can't tour them. They make me a little sick. But I love seeing other people and what they do with shells because for so many people, yeah, I shouldn't be. Oh, it muted my mic. I fixed it. Yeah, I was muted. I sure was. It do be like that sometimes. I muted myself in OBS this time, not even my mic. It wasn't even my mic this time. I know, right? If you don't mute yourself at least once a stream, you know. Now, I'll say I love watching what other people do with shells. I can't do them because touring them makes me a little sick. I just can't do it. But I love seeing 15 people do the same shell in such different ways. I think it's always so fantastic to watch. We are working on our Willow Creek save file. This is what we've done. This is the community so far. These will be residential rentals. We have our little rundown house over here. We just finished this one earlier, so we were starting what I'm calling my hippie haven house. It is going to be full of like beaded curtains and plants and incense, and you know, when you think a little hippie shop or something that smells of patchouli, that's what I want this house to evoke. A happy little hippie shop, you know, or not a shop, happy little hippie house. So we did the thing where you build a house and then do the second floor and drop it down on a trailer. So the camera is being a little funky because technically I'm on the second floor of a house. I'm not on the first floor. This is the first floor. This is what the first floor of my house looks like. These are from Snowy Escape. We just did that as the skirting around because I wanted a little mobile home. So we did that as the skirting around. And now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do as a roof. Because I don't want it to be like super clean. But I don't want it to be like this level of tore up either. So that's where I'm at. I'm just trying to figure it out. I don't mind like this kind of a roof. But I want it to be a little darker. But I think like, is that too dark? Is that too dark? And then we were talking about roof colors. I default to a black roof all the time because that's just absolutely. You lurk away. I hope the kids had a good day at school. It's getting to be the end of the school year. I'm sure they're getting excited. But like my actual roof of my house is brown. And so I don't know why I default to a black roof in the game. Build a hippie house. We should all build hippie houses. I want everybody's hippie house on the gallery. That's what I'm talking about. See this? It says it's pink, but it's brown. It's brown. What about like this? It's a little, you know? Not quite what I want. I might do this rusty kind of roof. Nothing crazy, just a little rusty. I'll keep the trim we have on there, which is this one. I might just make it more of a gray to blend in with the roof and not be quite as bright. And then we'll take this trim. I think I used this. Don't stop believing. Welcome in officially. How are you? We'll just make it a little less bright. So we'll do that. Everything down here will still be this bright, obnoxious color. And then for the stairs, we did this, I believe. Did we do seasons? Do it. And then let me know when you upload it so I can go look at it. I get on the gallery probably every other day when I'm building just to see what other people have done. It's incredible. All right, I think that's our shell. And we know in here it's going to be a 1-bedroom. We're going to do the bedroom here. And then we're going to do a bathroom here, just a little bigger. I have the door here. The door may come down here. I'm not 100% sure. Rose Girls. At least it's the same. My gallery ID is It's Quivy because apparently It's Quiv Hey is offensive. I don't know how because I can use it as a hashtag. But I can't use it as my gallery name. I have tried. It will not let me. We're going to do kitchen in this corner. Dining room, living room. This might need to be a smidge larger. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm at the point now. I know, I don't understand. I've never understood how I want to do this. Because I could do a fence here, put the stairs here. I don't even know if it needs stairs, technically. I think it does, because I think this is too high. We raised the floor up to cover up our trailer underneath. And I'm pretty sure I have to put in a stair for it to work. And if we do a stair, I might have to pull this back one more. So I can put the stair here. And then put a half wall here so we can have our living room here. Our dining room can kind of be pushed to the side a little bit. And then put our kitchen here. Let's do placeholder furniture. Just so we can, like, get a vibe for the layout. And then I know where I'm going to put my windows. So we'll do, like, this. We'll put the stove here. Okay, automatic counters are on for now. And then we could do the sink here. And the refrigerator, or the sink here, the refrigerator there. That's fine. Stove. Fridge. Perfect. Oh, sink. We need a sink. I have to visualize all of the things. Good. And then half wall. What am I doing? Here. This might have to be a taller half wall. Because it's going to the actual floor instead of my raised floor. We'll do a simple step here. Nobody yelled at me for not putting lights in, and I'm disappointed in you, chat. We do this all the time. I start building, and I'm like, I should put lights in. I think what it is you guys are just so used to me not using lights when I build that you've just given up. You've just given up all hope. There, now we can see. Now we can see what I'm doing. Do you guys light up your builds when you build? Because I don't. I only light it up, A, when I think about it, or B, as I'm picking final furniture. When I'm just putting placeholder furniture in, I'm like, doesn't matter what it looks like. Nobody will see it anyway. Pretty much. Pretty much. All right, let's see where we can put our table. We can put our table here. It could be a small table. Again, this is just like a single or a couple that lives here. I never think about it. If you watch some of my earlier VODs, like way back when, the amount of times I build with no lights is crazy. And somebody mentioned it one day in chat, and I'm like, yeah, I probably should put lights in. You're right. So now it's an afterthought because I still don't think about it. When I build off stream, I don't have lights in the build until I'm almost done. I don't know. Like when I start building, like putting in the final pieces and I want to see what color they are, that's when I put lights in. Right now, I'm in such a phase that like I'm just throwing down placeholder furniture. I don't care. I want a 4-seater table, so I'm going to use this as our placeholder. With these rickety-rackety chairs. Okay, yeah, because you can still walk through here. Sims only need 1 tile of space. This is perfect. And then our living room, I think I'm going to put this way, although I do want to put big windows here. No fireplace, because again, I can't imagine homes in Louisiana have fireplaces that like are actually currently functional. If it's a historic home, maybe. This tree, don't mind it. We'll move it. But like a trailer home, I don't think it's gonna have a fireplace. So let's do TV stand, TV, couch. I just want a 3-seater. Like that. And then we could do a little 2-seater here. We could do that. I think big windows would be great as well. Serapino, how are you? Separino? If I said your name wrong, please let me know. Please let me know. How are you doing? For those of you unaware, I am dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube. So occasionally. Yeah, I don't think they typically do. I could be wrong. I've never lived in Louisiana. I've just seen about it on TV. I've just seen it on TV. We'll put a rug down, probably a little bigger than that one. As I grab the exact same size rug. Exactly the same. Don't mind me. I'll get it together one day. Today ain't that day, but one day. There we go. Like this size rug. With a coffee table. I kind of want like one this shape. This shape, it's kind of hard. Kind of hard to come by. Maybe this one. Maybe we do one like that. Okay. So that is our general layout there. And then we'll do bed in here. It's kind of like I could move this out a little bit. Theoretically. It would be less squishy. But I kind of want it to be squishy. Nice. I know I feel that. I upgraded my computer recently, and I was like, wow, this is how the game looks. But to be fair, I also use Reshade, so I don't know how the game actually looks anymore because Reshade. Because Reshade. Alright, craptacular bed. We'll put that there. You're fine. You're fine. If I can't figure it out, I will let you know. But for so far, you're doing fantastic. We could maybe move this over so we could fit the dresser right here. Because the entryway, we grab my doors. Again, we're doing placeholders. I know these doors don't go with the house. Let's do maybe a dresser here. Is that a little too squishy? Because the only other place to put it is here, and I think that's going to be way too squishy. Theoretically, we could turn the bed this way. Maybe we turn the bed this way. Maybe it's a little squishy if they do that. And then we could, like... I'm not loving the placement of the door, but I do want all of this centered. But they have enough room to get in. It's fine. It's fine. I think that's that. I think we're good there. That's our general layout. Now, floors and wallpaper and all of that jazz. I want a darker wood. Get out of here, grid. I've been feeling this jungle adventure wood flooring on porches because it's a little weathered, but it's not like terribly weathered, you know? And it looks like outdoor flooring. So that's kind of what I've been doing there. And then inside, I am anti-carpet. But maybe we carpet the living room. Maybe we take this carpet here and we like carpet the living room. And then here we could do a linoleum. Maybe not this one. Or a tile. We could also do that here in the kitchen. The question then becomes, what do I do with this no man's land that I have created here? Because having wood is not going to make any sense. So maybe we go back to the carpet situation and just like pull it to here. Let me undo that. I'm hitting Control F to get quarter tile placement on PC. On everything else, that's your buttons. If you were curious, if you're like, I'm on Mac or I'm on Xbox, that is how you get quarter tile placement. That graphic right there. And then we could hit Control F again and just bring these over. And then the hallway is gonna be wood. I like this one personally. Is that too many floor textures in one space? Please let me know. We'll put these in here. We could, in theory, use this. Nope, no we can't. No we can't. No we can't. Well, this is the general vibe, I think, of how I want this to be. We could do, I know, like, in manufactured homes, the kitchen is also typically wood. It's not real wood. It's like laminate flooring or whatever they use. I just feel like this living room is too large. So if I bring this over, I'm just trying to think, like, it's so funny because I'm like, oh, I could move this forward one and it would, I could make this bigger and that would be fine. I think I actually, for the sake of the build, might need to make that bigger.
Hello.
Hello, creative. I know that this changed.
Is it me? Am
You
I
are
the drama? I don't think I'm the drama.
Every day of my life.
Maybe I am.
I wake up and
Am
I'm
I
like,
the
I
villain?
wonder what
I
creative
don't
is up to
think
right
I'm
now.
the villain.
Probably causing drama. There we go. Sims can't die if I don't have any in the build. I think this is good. I think that is that. And that also like opens up this space a little more. But now it is just obscenely long. It's ooh, I know what to do. Boop boop boop. Alright. And then that no man's land we don't have to worry about because we're going to turn that into built-in closets. I wish they would give us more built-in closets. They gave them to us with Get Together, never to be seen again. But like they're fantastic. Give me more built-in closets, Sims team. And then nah, we'll leave the bed there. There's just a lot of room for activities right here. And I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. Because I really didn't add any space to the room. I just deleted the dresser. This is the exact same amount of space we had before. A toaster would be nice. I would like a toaster as well. The spacing here is better. This I don't like. I could I'm like, I could shrink it down one, but really I can't. I actually need to move this forward. Alright, I'm going to turn my grid on just so I can keep this where it needs to be. Because this needs to be like here. A little more. I don't mind that this sticks out through the top. I just want you to be able to glimpse a sunroom. I don't want to make this much bigger. Where would we, I'm just, where would we put the sunroom? Because like, I'm just curious. Because this is our bedroom bathroom. because I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys have ever been in like a manufactured home or typically a manufactured home. I can't say a trailer home. There is a difference between the two. Technically, this is a trailer home, not a manufactured home. But they have the biggest bathrooms. The primary bedroom and bathroom, like, my mom lives in a manufactured home. The bathroom off of the primary bedroom is as big as a bedroom. Like, there's a shower here with a space and, like, the toilet and then another space and a big sit-in tub. I could have it across the back. I could, but it would only be a one-tile sunroom. And I feel like for a sunroom, it should be at least 2, preferably 3, so furniture fits. That's just my thought. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I want wallpaper like this. But because I have a platform, it's not going to work. Because of how low. Platforms are so nice, but they're also the bane of my existence. Like, I get it, right? Why the wallpaper is doing the thing it's doing. Because it's going to the floor. But if I've raised the floor, please let the floor be where the platform is. That's all I'm asking. I know, I ask for a lot. I know. I'm aware. I think I'm going to look at windows. Because, like, I think maybe, like, these windows here. This one would need to come over a little bit. And then we could do a smaller window at the front here. Just, like, where you walk in the door. We could do a tall window there. Just to keep it kind of a... But they're not going to be evenly spaced. This would have to come to, like, here. It would have to be there. Which I don't like. I would prefer it here. We could do, like, these. Actually, I may just do that. I know you can see the back of the TV. I don't care. At least you can't see what I'm watching on TV. We've had that discussion before, too. Alright, in the bathroom, I'm going to do a window like this. You can slide it open, it's fine. And then I think we just stick with, like, these windows back here. We'll do a double one of those, like, here. These birthday windows they gave us for when they turned 10, I love them. I use them a lot. They're, like, a good size. And then here at the sink situation, again, I'm going to put, like... We could do this or... I was like, we could do the ones from Eco Lifestyle. My only beef with the ones from Eco Lifestyle, like, this is what I want, but I want it to be openable. Is the way it sticks out, which I know is not a beef most people have. Because you can use that as a ledge if you finagle things correctly. I just think from the outside, it's a little much. It's a little much. What are we today years old in? What did we learn? I want to know what we learned. I'm interested. Yeah, they're HBD windows for their happy birthday. I like this too, though. No. Yeah. Yeah, quarter tile is good. I can also tell you how to do alt placement on all of the things. I'm sorry. Well, like, I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. I think long curtains would be good, too. What do I have up? Alt place? I have little cheats. I try to, like, when I do stuff, if I remember, I try to show you how I did it. I don't always remember, though. Okay, I think we do a slidey window here. We'll do slidey window here. We'll put it here. And then we'll do these windows maybe shorter. We could do a 3-fer. Listen, these window heights are all over the place. Because over here we're doing this again. Right here. And then this right here again. I mean, it's like in the front, it's on the front porch. That's fair. But then we have like this. That is just... This will stay as it is. This may move to the side depending on where we put the tub. But, you know. Alright, I think those are our windows. I still don't have walls. I still want a window here. You know, sometimes you just gotta open up the house and let it breathe. I'm doing that today. Alright, wallpaper. This is where we start, like, buckling down and getting a little more serious. Because wallpaper for me, wallpaper and floor determines the entirety of the build. And again, as much as I would like to use this kind of a wallpaper with the floor on the bottom, it just isn't going to work because of the platform. This one might. I don't think we need fishes. I don't think we need the whole house to be blue. I just want something with a border. And it would have to be like higher. Like this is like a quarter of the way up. I need one that's like halfway up. Could I make this work? I think I can make this work. Does it come in? It comes in all white, not what I want. I want like a white top. Do we just want to like say yuck it and do wood paneling? Because I'm not opposed. Again, we're looking at a happy little hipster hovel. You know, like... I think wood paneling fits. I think wood paneling would work. If we find the right wood paneling. That's not the right wood paneling. That is also not the right wood paneling. It's not bad. I'm thinking like this kind of wood paneling. Look at it. Yeah. Yeah, this kind of wood paneling is what I'm looking for. It just made me stupidly excited for no reason. Yeah, I do want it to be older. Again, we're in like the... I don't want to call it the poor neighborhood, but it's not nearly as affluent as the other two neighborhoods in Willow Creek. I figure these people are just working class. This house has been here forever, you know, like this house over here. Been there forever, kind of worn down. And then for the tile in the bathroom, I would like this. Again, not because I want it to look... Exactly. I want it to look older. I don't want it to be gross. It is well kept. It is taken care of. I will change the floors. But it is dated. It's just a little older. That's all. It was built in like the 70s. They've been living here for... The people that live here in like their 70s, you know? They bought it when they were like in their 40s. Yeah, see? It's just a thing. It's just, you gotta get some wood paneling. Because like this would also work. Because we could put this in the here. Just in the kitchen. And in the bathroom. It doesn't even have to be this color. Look, we have this, get this, oh, this lighter color for in here. We could keep it brown. We could indeedly do keep it brown. The thing I like about this one is it has the wall trim as well. So I could grab very similar wall trim, and it's the continuity of it is better than like this one that like stops. But this also works. I don't know. My house was built in like 1949 or something, and I despise it. Only because there's just stuff that wasn't disclosed to us when we purchased it. If it had been disclosed, we wouldn't have purchased it. I want a one floor house. I want all of my stuff on one floor. I'm tired of lugging laundry up and down stairs. That's why I couldn't live. Like, my brother and his, you know, they live in a house that's like built in the 1870s. It was an old farmhouse. I kid you not when I tell you they have stained glass corn in their window. I'm so for real. But yeah, it was built in like the 1870s. It's a really pretty house, but like a lot of stairs, a lot of little weird corners. So that's so funny because the same for like they did a bunch of add-ons. My brother didn't do the add-ons. Whoever was living in the house was doing add-ons over time. So they've added on to the dining room. They also converted the kitchen pantry into a bathroom. So there's a bathroom right off of their kitchen because of that. Yeah. They added a dining room to it, which is now a game room. The old dining room is now like a bedroom. And then obviously upstairs there's like 3 bedrooms. Their bathroom is massive. But yeah, old farmhouses built in the 1800s are so big. It's just too many stairs for me. I'm lazy. This is why I don't want this. I would want this. This trim has to come up over the thing. So it's going to have to be a full wallow tile. Wallow tile it is. Because like even this is too low because of the platforms. So we're going to go with something like this. I think we're going to go with the brown because why not? Alright, the carpet, I think we're going to keep. We are going to change the wood flooring to maybe something a little more, something like this maybe. Ew, I hated that immediately. And not like necessarily the floor, just the fact that like I need the color to match the wall. Y'all are gonna hate this. Y'all are gonna hate this when I'm done. I love it. Alright. This is a little darker. This could work. It's a little darker, I think, than I would want it. What about you? This could work. The thing is, like, when I think houses with paneled walls, I also think houses with grungy. Again, they took care of this house, but with like grungy carpet. Can I find the carpet category? Thank you. So maybe we do like they've updated the carpet, but it is still not like, ooh, I kind of like this. I kind of like this color. I think I'm going with this color. So yeah, that's messed up. I think if you have a family member, they should have, and I'm gonna be real, I think they should have first dibs if somebody, you know, has a house. Especially what I would consider immediate mom, grandma, you know. But I gotta find better floor here. I kind of want to use this linoleum in here. But then I feel like it's too many floor textures. Maybe if we use Ye Old Faithful here. And then do that in whatever wood tone we're going to use here. Maybe that'll help. Break it up a little bit. I think this one will also have to be... I think that helped. I don't think it's the best solution, but I think it helped. I'm still stuck on what kind of floor to put here. Maybe this. Maybe this. Because this also comes in kind of a nice brown tone. It looks a little beat up and a little shaggy. But I think that's what I'm going to go with. And then we're going to go with linoleum again in here. The only thing I don't like about this linoleum is... there's no other color swatches, so I can't get a swatch to match. We might be able to with tile. We might be able to. So, because I like this floor too. Like, I think this is the flooring that kind of goes with the... One of these goes with what we have going on the walls. It ain't that. I also like this floor. That's too much. That's too much. I don't know why this is the only color it offers for that. We could do a checkered floor. I'm just trying to think of what, like, flooring would be. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just yawning it up. I am, yes. So we still have an hour. If you need to dip out, though, absolutely feel free to do so. For certainly. Absolutely. Because we have, like, this floor that has this white and black situation. I don't love this tile, though. I prefer this one that I can turn into white and black. That's not... This is the one. That I can turn into checker flooring easier. So we're gonna do this for a couple of minutes. You just hold on to your seats. I know riveting content right here. And again, it's Control F on PC or whatever the corresponding thing is for you to do quarter tile placement on your machine of choice. I'll leave that up there for a second. And then you just use whatever you use to swap colors is what you use to change the color here. I'm gonna have to, what time is it? Yeah, in 2 minutes we'll be doing ads again. And it'll probably be one of those ads where it's not going to probably be, it's going to be one of those ads where I have to step away. So we'll probably only play one round of Gartic. If you are hanging out on any other platform, oh yeah, see, I like that better. And you want to play Gartic, you will have to come over to Twitch. I'm sorry. I can't get it to work on YouTube. This is black, so we can do that. I like that. Maybe they've updated the tile because, like, I'm not really sure I like this tile. I do like this, though, a lot. So let me see what tile options I have. That's too much. That's too much. It needs to be a little older. We have, like, this. Let's do subway tile. They updated it in the 90s when subway tile was all the rave. I guess early 2000s was also very popular. But now I feel like I should have, like, different walls. This is what I mean. It's real hard for me to, like... My chat is dancing right now. Calm down. For me to pick stuff out. But ads are going to start in 45 seconds. They are 3 minutes long. So if you are hanging out over on YouTube, you'll be able to see Gartic. You just won't be able to participate because, again, I can't get it to work over there. But you are welcome to come over to Twitch. Same username. It's Quibhay if you want to play. And we will be right back. Take your medicine if you haven't yet today. Go take your meds. Nice job, Amy. You didn't fail anything. You're a winner. You did it. All right. So, I looked up a picture. And I found a picture I really like. Excuse? Yeah. Let me see if I can show this. Close, close, close. Oh man, I don't know if I can. Hold on. Not anything for y'all. Everything is covered. Yeah, this picture right here. Let me show you guys over here on Twitch. So this picture right here is the vibe I'm going for. This picture right here has, you did fantastic. Has the colors that I'm looking for, those oranges, those browns, those, you know, those colors. And if you look here, this is parquet floor. Now, is this, I looked up 80s trailer home. I'm not going to lie. But there's parquet floor and there's a white, we might do wood ceilings. We don't know. So I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm trying to spin this picture because brain rot. But they have a divider here. You can see where all of the stuff is, the lamps, all of that. So this is the vibe of what we're going to try and do. That's what we're going to try and do. You guys saw my YouTube chat. That's okay. It does. And that's kind of what I want. Right? Like that's it. That's what I'm looking for. So we're going to keep this up here. I know. Like I had a distinct vision for this house. Very distinct. And like that picture nails it the best I think any other picture will. So we have like, I'm going to go ahead and do this. We're going to get rid of this. We'll throw down carpets. Oh, I knew I was going to do that. I knew I was going to do that. Let's get rid of this fencing. Okay. Parquet floor. Check. That's fair. I think this is what that picture was. I think this technically like a camper kind of trailer, but like when I think of what I was looking, but like the vision I had for this house, that's it. That's it. So we'll do a parquet floor. I think I am going to leave the words are hard. The carpet and the living room. I do think that is a thing I'm going to do. I think it is going to be not necessarily like shag carpet. I don't want this carpet in here. If we're being real. Let me get this reset here. Okay. Because I don't... No, you're fine. I'm not shitting on it. I don't think I want like shag carpet. You know, because it would be like this color. Yeah. I think I would want like this kind of carpet. But I don't even like that carpet. This carpet is nicer. I do like the green that we had. That's too green. It's kind of sagey green. I like that. With all of the browns, I like that. And I think if we do, as we saw in that picture. Oh, I missed a complete side over here. Please hold. If we do, as we saw in that picture, wood cabinetry, it will, and wood uppers, it'll kind of pull this wood facade through and still look okay. That's my hope. So let's find some wooden cabinets that are very much a wooden cabinet, like a dark brown, like this. So we could do this cabinet. I don't know why that was so hard for me to place. It was this kind of a cabinet. Although I personally am not a fan of countertops that aren't white, and we've had that discussion before. And they're hard to clean. You can't tell when they're super dirty. That's wild. Like thinking, ooh, this might be the cabinet though. Thinking back on like wooden, our carpeted flooring and bathrooms and kitchens. Again, I used to live in an apartment that was fully carpeted in the bathroom and in the kitchen. And it's just wild to me to think that like that was the style. That was fashion. That was crazy. Okay, we can do like this, that tucked into the wall. I think this countertop might be a little too fancy. I really think this is gonna be like this one right here. This is the one I want. So we're gonna do counter, and then we're gonna do our stove. It could be a little updated little stove. It could be one like this. We could even do one and like this if we wanted a gas stove. I have an electric stove, so like it is carpeted bathrooms. They make my skin crawl because like we've had this discussion. All right, I'm not gonna get into it, but like that's nasty. But I have an electric. See, like this would be perfect. This would be perfect in here, except when you place it down, it turns into this nonsense. And I don't think I think I have to get a sim here to restore it. I don't think there's a cheat to do it. So let's see here. I would do ooh, they do have the green. They do have the green. I think I'm gonna do the green, and we're gonna get, before I upload this, I will give you guys options. I will upload this twice. I will upload it without it having the restored stuff, and I will upload it after the things have been restored. So you can choose to download it and restore the items yourself, or you can be like, fuck that noise, and just download everything fully restored. Yeah, yeah. I can't say that like growing up we ever had carpeted bathrooms. When I moved into an apartment, it had a carpeted bathroom, and I have not lived anywhere that has had a carpeted bathroom since. But that's a big old nope from me. No, thank you. All right, I'm gonna put these here. I have auto counters on, just so I can like put this stuff down. And then we're gonna do this again in the kind of this green. The only thing I don't like about this is it's kind of small. It's kind of small. The Frigidator is. And like, there we go. Okay. I was like, maybe it's just me. I am gonna use Tool to make this 1.1, just to make it slightly larger to fill that space. Again, if you download these off of the gallery, as long as you don't move the refrigerator, it won't affect the size. But it's just the smallest amount. You can move it, do whatever you want. Like, I have a rug in my bathroom outside of my shower, and I wash that rug once a week. So, like, I do think, because I don't want to step on the floor with, I want a rug. And if the rug is currently, well, I have several rugs that I switch out. But if I don't have one in there, I will throw a towel down, because I'm not stepping on with wet feet, clean wet feet on my bathroom floor. I'm not cleaning my bathroom before I get in the shower. I know what's on that floor. I'm not going to lie to you. I clean my bathroom enough. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. I will wash my rugs regularly, but I'm not putting my feet on the bathroom floor out of the shower. There's just something about it to me that is not, I'm good. I don't vibe with it. This one right here, we're doing this. Oh, I didn't ask for that. The hell? Well, maybe we do put an end piece here. We could fit a full thing there. Another little piece here. And then we will. I am going to put this here. I know a lot of people are like, and that's valid. I used to have a towel system before I was like, fuck it, I'm getting a rug. A lot of people are like, why do you have this space over the refrigerator? I am hungry. Because I normally eat again in like 12 minutes. But I'm trying to readjust my food schedule. I don't have anything up here to... I have mixed nuts. I lied. We're going to have some mixed nuts for snack. I don't like the orangey wood. But like people are like, oh, why do you have this space here? Because that's where I put my fire alarm. Don't worry about me. Do what I want. What do you look like? Yeah, that cuts through. It wouldn't if I would have left this the size it comes, but we all know that wasn't going to happen. You know? That's fair. That's fair. I don't have a specific hair towel. I use the same towel to dry my hair as I do my body. I do have specific hand towels and washcloths. I even have like specific makeup washcloths. So I'm not getting makeup all over my white towels. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do with these. I know that they're supposed to be smaller because appliances were a little smaller in the, you know, the 50s and 60s, but that's what I want. I'm also going to throw in the microwave over here in the corner. We'll get all of these. Yeah. No, that's fair. So we'll get all of these upgraded. We need a sink. Maybe we use the casual clutter because it's got some, it's a little lived-in sink, you know? I'm gonna go with it. I like this. Let's get our kitchen curtains. We have a couple of options. I personally like half curtains in the kitchen, just because that's what I've always had in my kitchens. Are like little curtains that are like across the way or are up high, so you can still get light. I don't know. Maybe that was just a thing for me. I don't know. Absolutely. Be safe. Be safe. We have that one, and we also have this one. This one's a little longer. I would like it to be a little shorter. So if I size it down, I feel like we've done this already in a build. And we line her up as best we can. There's still going to be a little bit of overlap there, but I think something like that. I don't think they come in green. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. They have gray, and they have white and gray. And now we have that kitchen clutter kit that I'm like really excited. These are what I want to use. I want to use these like every door, you know? This house was built on my desire to use these beaded curtains over every door. I'm not gonna lie. Every door. We'll figure out where to put the beaded curtains. They may not even end up in the build, but the beaded curtains did inspire the build. I think what I'm gonna do in here, first of all, I'm going to do that, is find a divider. Why is my caps lock on? I'm over here yelling at everybody. That we can, like, if we raise this up, you know, something like this that we can stick in here, because I think that that would look nice for no other reason other than I think it would look nice. These all have lights in them. Not sure, like, but like this, if we did like this one, stop it. We raise this up so it sits like that, and then we grabbed and we spun and we lift. You know, something like that could be cool. When you walk in, it's got a divider there. And we'll like size that so it works. So I like this option. I'm going to leave this option in the yard because I like it. Maybe not those colors, but I do like that vibe. We have this. Don't love that. We have like this glass situation. Not a fan of that.
Thank you for being a friend.
Hello, child. That sticker is for you. There you go. How are you? There's also this, which could be like the inspo picture has like a wire situation, like a wire mesh situation. I like that, so I'm gonna leave that out here. These are all just things and stuff. There's this, which gives kind of the same vibe as the first one. Ooh, hit the wrong button there. I think I like the first option so far. Nice, nice. Were you streaming the whole time, or were you just doing other stuff? Either of any answer is really valid. I don't want that. I think we're gonna go with this one because this is the one I like. Oh no, those took way too long to place. Okay. All right, we need to pick our color for in here. It does come in like a plain white. Thank you so much, Molly and Sims. How are you doing today? I wanted a house inspired by like 70s hippies, and I found an inspo that encapsulated that pretty well. But we've been rebuilding. We're slowly rebuilding every world. We're currently in Willow Creek. We've finished up Oasis Springs, but this is our progress so far here. And now I'm just trying to. We'll do this brown. We are piecing through our stuff here, slowly but surely. All right, put that here, and we'll overlap them. Yeah, yeah. All right. I don't know if you like it, but I like it. I know we've got this here. I am going to use Tool. Again, if you use the gallery and you play on PC or on console, you can still download the stuff that uses Tool. You just can't change the things or it will undo the tooling. That's all. Let me put this at 0.8. I'm just trying to get rid of this line. All right, and then we can... we might have to add a third. So if I elevate this 1, we might have to add a third.
Drink!
Oh, I could just move these apart from each other. That would work. I'm gonna have to alt place this. Oh no. I don't want to alt place anything else. I've alt placed so many things right now on this build. You can do it. You can do it, little baby. I believe in you. Come on. No, you were right there. You were right there. That works. I'm cool with that. It doesn't quite go to the ceiling, but that's okay. I like it. I'm leaving this tile here because I feel like actually I'm not leaving that tile there. I'm gonna use like this fake ass stone. I'm looking to see what other fake ass stone I can use there. Like something like this. You know, like when you walk into a mid-century modern house, they've got like, my house is not mid-century modern, but my front door has these ugly ass stones. I hate it. It's vinyl. It's vinyl. But like the nice houses have stuff like this. And it looks good. It doesn't look like vinyl. And that's kind of what I want here, but I don't know which one to use. That's too dark. I need like, I'll do like that. And then we'll change our stairs out to the same ones we used up front. Ones that you can see underneath. And then maybe, oh, is it gonna let me change the color here? No. It'll let me change the color here though. There we go. Look at there, look at there. Picasso. Okay, I will let him know to message you post-strum. Because he's currently, you know, working. I'm trying to find a better color match. There's not one. There's not one. It's either too dark or too light. That's almost too red. There we go. That's as close as we're gonna get. I don't know what door I'm using. I grabbed this one just because, like, we'll just use it in the plain white. That's all. Nope, that's fair. All right. kitchen is done. I know this looks wild. Again, I will upload it broken, and I will also upload it after I get it repaired. So if you want it to restore, the option will be there for you. It will. All right, I'm going to grab Ye Old Faithful, as we do. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. I just want, like, an easier transition. What if we just do that? You know? And then I could grab this paneling here. And I could grab this tile here. Beautiful. Wonderful. Fantastic. Can't tell me shit. And then I only have to cover this. So we can grab this. I don't know that, like... Trying to find the best matchup to this brown is going to be maybe a little rough. Because everything is kind of tin. It's kind of reddish tinged. Mine is also going to have a lot of plants. I don't know why, like, I correlate big old hippies with being avid gardeners. Maybe because in my head, when you're a big old hippie, you also enjoy being elevated. But yeah, that's that mine will also have a lot of plants. So I had to take medicine. I don't want anything like that. I think I might actually leave these the size they were. Which is not something I do lightly. But I kind of... Hey, now. I kind of like the gap. I kind of like it. But this one means I can, like, alt place it a little better. So it's not... No, that's valid. A greenhouse converted to a house is, like... We were looking on the gallery earlier. I will never find this build again. I think I saved it to my library. But somebody did... Did I not save it to my library? I could have sworn I did. Oh well, they had like the roof all the way down the front, and they had done a glass roof on it. It was beautiful. It was beautifully done. I thought I had saved it, but I guess I didn't. I'm not that cool. But yeah, I could see something like that being really, really nicely done. You can do it. All right, I'm gonna save. I haven't saved in a little while, so if you're working on something and you need to save, you should also save, because we all know what it's like to lose work. Dear grid, no thank you. And then carpet in here. They had runner rugs, which are fine. I don't know that we have any runner rugs that I particularly love for this space, but I could see like something like this. You know, not quite this beat up, but like a rug that size, just kind of here. Maybe one from Strangerville. This is not from Strangerville. But this is right. The vibes on this one are right. From Life and Death. So I'm going to put that there. We also have this round rug, because I thought maybe a round rug in the kitchen could be good. But, oh, I forget to save. I try to save every time we do an ad break. But I don't always remember. Doesn't always happen. This is like the right vibes as well. So I'm going to put that there. This is the one I'm, you know, like this. If we size it down. You know, something like this. This is the vibe. I love this rug, but I don't think it's going to work for me. Alright. What else do we have? I don't look at a lot of these rugs. I'm one of those people that use the same rugs all the time. What, bud? What? You got a lot to say today. Yes, you do. The thing is, you want up here, and then you don't want to stay up here. What do you need? Yeah. He doesn't know what he needs. The window's wide open, bud. It's open. Yes, it is. Cats are demanding little creatures. Don't ever let anybody tell you that they're not. Did you want to come over here on your own terms? Is that what it was? I can't pick you up. You have to. Okay. You can't see him. He doesn't know what he wants. This could also be kind of fun. It is very kitschy, right? But like, I feel like this is modern trying to be hipster and our hippie, and it's just, it doesn't work for me. For me, it doesn't work. We have this, which would work in here. I like the colors, and it comes in a bunch of different, like, I don't think I like it enough to use it. Rugs, man. I have 4 cats. I have 4 cats, and all of them are heathens. All of them. No, that's valid. I have the windows open, and I feel bad because I put a fan in one of the windows, so they can only have access to 2 windows instead of all 3. And they've been complaining about the fact they can't get into the window with the fan all day. I'm like, there are 2 other windows that you could get in. I promise you it's fine. But the one that the fan is in is the one they want. Because of course it is. The one they never sit in is the one that they've decided is the window of choice today. Do you come in? You kind of do. You do kind of have some swatches that work. I think I like these options better so far, though. Like, this would also work in here pretty well. Dear Windows key. That's not what I meant to hit. I could do like this. I kind of like this in here. Maybe like this colorway. It's kind of... I think that's what I'm going to do in here. And then in here, I can get rid of this. Are you a carpet on rug person? Because I am. If I make you a little bigger, it's too big. Okay. What if we do... What do you look like? Did I change the size of you at all? Okay. That's kind of the size I would like. We'll do like that. That's incredible. I used to have a beagle growing up, a little. He was my stepdad's dog, but like we had one of those, and we had an English spaniel. I think it wasn't a Cocker Spaniel. We had one of those too, but I think it was an English Springer Spaniel. And those 2 dogs, it never stopped making noise because they're both hunting dogs, right? And we're always in everything all the time. All of the time. I am keeping this TV. I am going to get a different TV stand. I like the trunk as a TV stand. Oh, this could be good. But I think I'm going to go with this. This is my preferred TV stand. Although this could also be a nice little TV console. That TV, it looks so big on there. Or this. Maybe we do this. Does it only come in one color? I didn't think so. There we go. Maybe with the red. The blue with the red. The blue. The brown. That's brown. The brown with the red. And then we put our TV on there. We find a nice couch. A nice comfy looking couch. Maybe one. Excuse me, hiccup. From the basement. The Basement Treasures kit. Yep. 100%. Like, not this one. This one is a little too beat up for what I'm looking for. But, like, this could work. That could be okay. It's still not the couch I'm looking for. This could also be okay. If we find one with the right colors. I don't think this one has, yeah. It doesn't have colors that I'm, like, drawn to. What's crazy to me is the basement clutter kit couch. I can never find it. You wouldn't think it's too expensive because it is from literally a basement clutter kit. But I can never find it. Again, could I just look by kit? I sure could. I sure could. Is that who I am as a person? It's not. I think I'm going to go with the short version of this couch. And then our basement clutter kit couch. And I do have to say that and enunciate it that way. Because if I don't, that's not what I say. This one is the one I'm looking for. None of them are... Welcome back. What'd you have for lunch? Because I will be eating again after stream, and I'm just curious. I just want to know what you had so I can see if it's an option for me. It's not a good fit. We'll put this couch here. We'll grab the bigger couch that matches. I do like these couches. Thank you for that shout out for the kid. I don't even think about it when y'all are here. Like, I'm cognizant and hyper aware when you guys aren't here. By you guys, I mean my mods. But when you guys have made your presence known, I don't even think about shouting anybody out. Even when you're like, hey, I'm going to be disappeared for like 30 minutes or an hour. I'm like, cool. And then people come in and I'm like, don't even think about it. I'm like, they're not even here right now. I'm a butthole. Oh, we could do this. This is a very expensive couch. I will say that. Was it like 700, 680? I just want to go with this. It's a little more lived in. Like, I genuinely don't know what let's look. This is this swatch right here. So what is the difference? Get out of here. We're going to side by side this shit. It is slightly lighter. I am indeed a booty hole. You are. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not even going to continue that thought process. Somebody's going to clip that and it'll haunt me for the rest of my life. Forever. Okay. I don't know what the difference is between these two couches. I genuinely couldn't tell you. So, I don't know. We're going with this one. To be fair, in my defense, I could not tell the difference between those wall tiles from Growing Together, the black one and the black one. They were wrong. One of those was supposed to be more gray. So, maybe this was a mistake as well. Who knows? And then over here, we can make this one. I don't want white. I kind of want blue, but I want a darker blue. Let's see if we can find something I like. There's this one. Again, does not come in blue. It does come in like the same tone-ish. It's not the same color. Same vibe. Yeah, that's what happened with those walls. What about you? I'm looking for like a little bit of a darker blue than that. But I don't want black. I just want like a darker blue. Like these. Like these. I think that's what we're going to do in here. This is kind of a hodgepodge. Alright? But I'm okay with that. Curtains. Alright. We have these curtains. Don't love. I do want to use this somewhere. This is like the only place I have to use it. But I want to use it... Maybe I use it in the bedroom. I want to use it over or under curtains. Where's the ones from, like this? That is placed terribly. Please hold. And then also be able to put like curtains above it. That is kind of what I would like. That is kind of what I would like. We're just gonna leave that there for now. We have these, which could work, but they're, you know, that's just how I feel about that. Again, I would love for these to work. This is not the build for this, unfortunately. What if I do this, it's gonna delete the stairs, I know. And then we do, I just sit up straight. Our curtains here. Where'd they go? I want them to come all the way to the floor. And then we... See, that's not gonna work for me. I could finagle it into place. I could... Why did you not stay the color I... Probably because of the wall I just put up. It's my fault. It's my fault. But I refuse. Oh man, I'm gonna have to Control Z everything because I don't remember what stairs I used. That's really all. I can't remember what stairs I used. Alright, back to curtains. I'm gonna complain about my back curtain later, and it's gonna be my fault because I turned into the Hunchback of Notre Dame when I stream. Like this. Except they're not wide enough because I made custom windows and they're massive. Same with these. These would also be very nice, but they're not wide enough, actually. Those are too long. But if we put like this back here and then we did... I'm just curious if we have matching swatches somewhere between these and these. So if I did like this and then I grabbed this and we move these down over the top of those curtains and did like this. And then we did these. And we brought it down. Bring it up. It's not perfect. Absolutely. I hope your dog has a fantastic play date. I will look forward to it. If you post it and you catch me on, let me know, and I will go. I will absolutely go check it out because I'm excited to see your greenhouse conversion as well. I think it's gonna be really cool. But yeah, I hope you have a great play date with your doggo. What do we think of that? Is it too different? I like the thought. Get out of here! Oh my god. I like the thought of it. I'm going to go into tab mode. I tell you guys because I forget. And then I whip you around like you're on a tilt-a-whirl. I like the sheerness of the curtains. I just don't know that they work well together. To be fair, we're going to work on this tomorrow too. So like, I could sit on it and then remember tomorrow that I don't like it today. See what I mean? I always forget. I'm in tab mode. I just noticed that these are floating. I'll have to correct that as well. Yeah, I think not together either. But I like it. We'll find better curtains. This is where I wish I used CC in my save file builds. I could. I know I can. I just don't. Because I want to make sure you guys can download it without having to hunt down CC. I'm not pack limited. My beef is, and this again is my own personal issue, I will make custom windows and then I get mad that I can't find curtains that fit the custom windows that I made knowing there weren't curtains for them. How did I place that like that? Ah. There we go. What colors do you have? The cream wouldn't be bad. I don't necessarily want the pink. I think we go cream. I think we go creme. And we'll just do it again over here. Yeah. Alright, what else do we need in here? We need a little table. Right here. That we know I am going to also put a lamp in. Because that is my favorite. I'm curious if I can fit like a table like this right here. And the door still be functional. What do we think? Do we think we can do that? You know, have a place to put your keys? Maybe. Maybe put this cubby thing here. Put your shoes in it. You can put your keys in it. I think that this might be a thing. Or maybe like this here. Ooh, like this. Hold on. Stop. Go back to what you were doing. We need a table for in here. We will get over there when we get over there. This is why it takes me so long to do things. Because I distract myself. Part of me is like a round table right here. Like one of these would be nice. I'm just looking to see what my other options are because I'm never sat. Ooh, yeah. Okay. One of these. And then we can change this. Get out of here. We can change the color. And then we're going to grab a lamp. My favorite lamp to use for this is Decor to the Max. I'm not going to lie. Because I like to put the Decor to the Max lamp in the table and have it come out over the coffee table. And Decor to the Max is one of the few lamps that has the reach to do that. So I like to like shove it in here. Like kind of on the edge like this. And have it lean out into the room. And I try to like hide it in the table. So it's not as visible. I think we're going to go with gold. I know that doesn't work in here, but if I lighten up the table a little bit and you squint your eyes, it could work. All right? And now these two tables match. I like it. Picasso. Okay, we got to put our fence back. I took it out because I was going to do all parquet floor, and then I didn't do all parquet floor. That's not the right color. Interesting. Why are you doing that now? You didn't do that before. Okay, there it goes. I was like, that is different. What about this darker brown? There we go. And this specific floor from Get to Work, your sim can just walk all over. Like it's not gonna hinder them from getting into the living room. They'll be able to walk over that just fine. I do think I want to do a little couch. Oh, I see what the difference is. I see. Do you see the back? You see how it's duct tape? But this one does not have duct tape, I bet. That's the difference. The duct tape. That's the difference. I would like the one without the duct tape, please. This house was taken care of. Dang it. Put that in. Alright. Back to what I was saying about, yeah, it was the duct tape. The things I wouldn't notice. Accent table. You know, something like behind the couch here. That you could put stuff on. I don't like that one. This one could work. This one could work. I don't particularly love this one, but it could work. This is what I'm thinking of when I think of a couch table. Oh no, I'm not gonna have the right color. All of my wood is gonna be mismatched. Imagine that in The Sims, all of my wood is gonna be mismatched. This could maybe do it. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. If I have to be hungry, you have to hear about it. I don't have to be hungry. I could absolutely. The new kitchen. Oh, yeah. What is that under? Is that in... I don't know what they've categorized that as yet. Would it be miscellaneous services? That's where this thingy is. This one I will look up by pack because I don't know what they categorize that under. Kitchen clutter. It's a display. It's under displays. I think my only... I would actually like put that here. I'd actually like put that here. I don't know. I don't know, but I do know that it is time for me to bippity boppity bounce. Oof, that was scary. Okay, so we're gonna say adios to YouTube first. That's all. I'm gonna close that. So, dear YouTube, thank you for hanging out today. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I am here 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central, Monday through Friday. Tomorrow we're gonna continue working on our save file. And then Friday we'll be doing some Fortnite. So remember to take care of yourself. And then take care of everybody else. I will see you guys tomorrow. You have a fantastic rest of your day. Goodbye.